Welcome, everybody, to Bill Shepherd Field on the campus of Prescott High School for tonight's Friday night matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Prescott Badgers. I'm Philip Catafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, the Marauders are looking for their final win in 2020 after suffering a loss last week to the Coconino Panthers 35-21.
Yeah, and the Prescott Badgers aren't going to lay over at all. They're fighting for a playoff position tonight. And you're right, Phil. Mingus is coming off a great game versus Coconino, where they played one of the top dogs in our region really, really well.
Yep.
You know, Prescott was watching that game film all week long, so tonight's going to be a good one.
Some of the statistics in that game: Zach Harrison, 7 for 8, 93 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a rushing touchdown for the junior quarterback. Andrew Meyer, 138 yards on the grounds, no touchdowns for the senior. Jonathan Sanchez, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, and Ethan Jones, 9 tackles in total. So the Marauders looking to play spoiler tonight for the Prescott Badgers as we go into our Coach's Corner segment with our man in charge, Coach Doug Provenzano. When we come back, we'll ask Coach about the matchup tonight, about last week, and how he likes the improvement of the team. Don't go anywhere. Coach's Corner right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Pre-game show on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. I'm Philip Catafamo. I'm joined now by the head coach in our Coach's Corner segment, Coach Doug Provenzano. Coach Provenzano, welcome on.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, we're happy to have you, Coach. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Last week against the Coconino Panthers, a very strong outing from the Marauders against a very tough Coconino Panthers team. How did you feel your team performed in that one?
I was really proud of them. You know, I think their confidence is going up. Self-esteem has risen. And, when they got out of their own way, and just focused on one play at a time, I thought they did a great job. We struggle in the third quarter, so we're trying to focus more and work on better execution and concentration and willpower during those times when the body's starting to give out. The mind's got to push those body parts through these particular situations. So, but confidence went up. I know Coconino was shocked. They were on their heels, for the first half, leading going up into halftime. But they're a great team, and we took some chances leaving the middle open because we were real concerned about, their linemen are big and strong, and they pull, with a lot of intensity. And you could get washed away real quick if you don't know what you're doing. So I really was happy with their performance. I think that it kind of set the platform for the future. for me. That was like a game that they know that if they can just tighten up some loose ends, not turn the ball over, that they can win. So it's a slow cook, man. It doesn't happen overnight, but I'm proud of them. I think they're doing a real good job, even though the record doesn't always show that, but there's a lot of great things happening here. So.
Yeah, and very much so, Coach. We know this is your first season at the helm of the Marauders football program here at Mingus Union. But, from the first time you stepped on the field with your team, I know it's been a very weird season, but how have you seen this team grow from the first week you had them till this week?
I've seen a lot of growth. I tell the kids growth happens when you're sleeping. You don't always see it the next day, maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, but, growth has happened. The thing that's really been beneficial is the weight room. We've been able to get a solid, 2.5 months of lifting in. And I know the first week or two was real sore. It was real rough on their bodies because it hasn't happened in a while. But now, the energy in the weight room is different. The passion, they're really starting to push each other and coach one another. Because I told them, I said the greatest teams in the state are player-led.
Right.
They're not coach-led teams. They're player-led, and so they're starting to kind of feel what that feels like. And now that everybody's programming and doing the right things and not trying to skip a workout or skip a practice, and now they're holding each other accountable for being on time and doing the right things. So I'm really proud of them, man. I really like the kids here, and their parents have done a good job with them, and I'm really happy for the off season to come so that we can start to just really increase who we are mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I'm good.
And we're very excited as well, Coach. Myself and my color commentator, Nick Yatsenko, we had talked about, where this team could be had you had that off-season program, had you had that off-season workouts in the weight rooms. But we're excited what's going to happen with this team next year. But at least for tonight, Coach, what are you looking for against the Prescott Badgers? What are you expecting from them?
Man, they're a really young team that you could see them getting better every week. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and that always brings a lot of confidence, especially coming off the Bradshaw Mountain game. I thought they just played really well and offensively stuck with what worked. They got a pretty strong run game, and they got some real aggressive D linemen or offensive linemen. So, we're going to have to not make mistakes and be super aggressive and not think about the whole entire game, just kind of one play at a time. And I think that if they do that, they could come out on top for sure. I think they've earned the respect of their region now, even though the record doesn't say that. Anybody that watches that last game goes, okay, that's a different team. So I think that we can do really well. I'm always trying to get the win, of course, but now it's time to really start playing football and not get in front of ourselves at all. So I feel confident going into this game. It's the last game for these seniors.
Yeah.
They're not going to play football ever again. This is it. And how do you want to remember yourself, and how do you want this game to go? I feel like they need to. We started talking about that. On Saturday on what it needs to be, and Sunday. So I think we're going to do really well. I feel happy with the game plan, and we'll see if they could execute it.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Coach, and I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us here on our Coach's Corner segment. Best of luck tonight, Coach. We're excited for this one.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for all you guys do, and you guys are a huge support system for us, and I know everybody that's out there watching that can't be at those games, they really should appreciate what you're doing for us and putting a spotlight on all these good kids up here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you being open and available for us. And we're going to send it into the rest of the pregame show. When we come back, we will keep getting you fired up and ready for Marauders versus Badgers, the final game for the Mingus Marauders on the 2020 schedule. You're not going to want to miss this one right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Beautiful smiles improve more than just your dental health. They improve your confidence and quality of life. Verde Valley Orthodontics, the office of Dr. Nick Booth, offering the highest quality of technical care while treating their patients with respect, courtesy, and compassion. One happy client stated, "I can't stop smiling." Read more amazing reviews at verdevalleyortho.com. 2 convenient locations, Cottonwood and Sedona. Call 634-2121 to schedule your free evaluation today.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
I want to welcome you back here to Bill Shepherd Field for tonight's Friday night matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Prescott Badgers. I want to thank Coach Provenzano for coming on to our final Coach's Corner of the 2020 season. And Nick, I know the Marauders are excited about tonight's matchup. I know Coach Provenzano is excited. It is going to be the final game for the Marauders this season. As we know, there was that option for the 8th game, but the Marauders opting not to go for that 8th game. Of course, Prescott will have a game next week as they go to take on, I got it right here, it is... all these notes here, Nick. Vista Grande. They will be taking on Vista Grande at Vista Grande. So good luck to the Prescott Badgers for their next week matchup. But for tonight, Nick, the Marauders are coming off a loss, whereas the Badgers are coming off of a rivalry victory against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears.
Yeah, and that's an impressive victory against Bradshaw because we saw Bradshaw a few weeks ago at home in the Cave, and Bradshaw was great. So for Prescott to beat Bradshaw, Prescott's obviously a formidable opponent for sure. And you know they were watching our game film against Bradshaw. That's the bonus about playing region teams that are in your region. You get to study these guys all the time. We go back years and years and years playing Prescott and Bradshaw. So always a good rivalry. Coming over the hill to play here in Prescott's always freezing cold. As you can
it's freezing cold now, I'll tell you that.
And it's just beautiful time for football.
Yeah, it's very much the football weather. Usually in a regular season, we'd kind of almost be done with the season. You and I would be looking towards doing the youth football games here at Prescott High School. They were here last year, kind of assuming they would be here again this year. But another thing that we did have all season long that you got to vote on was our all-decade team. And we want to thank everybody who, whether it was just one vote on 1 week or you voted all 7 weeks, we want to thank you for taking the time to visit myradioplace.com/Mingus all season long and vote on this all-decade starting offense and defense and special teams. And Nick, we can finally announce the entire squad as we enter our final week here.
And these are the guys I talked about it each time we talk about the decade team. These are your leaders on the team, off the field, on the field. These are the guys pumping up the rest of the teammates in the weight room before you get down to the locker room and get dressed. These are the guys who just held themselves with the utmost composure, and I can't wait for you to go through this lineup.
Well, here we go. We'll start with the offensive line as we take a look at it here on your screen. You've got Fernando Anquiano, Coach Anquiano, of course, making the roster earlier on this season. Gabe Myers, Zach Moreno, Cordell McKeever, Brandon Howard, Vincent Jordan. That makes up the offensive line for the Marauders. At the receiver position, we've got Chaz Taylor and, of course, Coach Eric Casada. For the running backs, we've got Alex Nelson, Tyler Herndon, and our QB, Jordan Upham, and, of course, our head coach, Bob Young, as we head now to the defensive side of things. You voted on the linebackers last week, and here's what the defensive here's what the defensive starters at linebacker look like. Tyler Kelly, Jordan Westover, Kendrew Streck, Josh Longfellow, Zach Pelletier. I'm so bad at names, Nick. Kobe Fanning is our corner, Andrew Garcia, Herb Tiffany, and our defensive line, Josh Scalf, Trevor Galloway, and Matt Chavez. And for our special teams, we decided on 3 kickers to do specialty kicks for this team. For the PAT, we've got Andrew Hickey. Our kickoff kicker is Jair Jacobo. Our punter is Trey Meyer. Our long snapper, Tyler Bond. And as I mentioned, Coach Bob Young, now over at Bradshaw Mountain High School, the all-decade team coach. But again, we want to thank you very much for voting along with us all season long. We want to thank our sponsors, Graham Integrity Auto Sales, as well as Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. I want to thank them very much for sponsoring this season and making this all-decade team very possible. And we look forward to doing it again in 10 years, Nick.
Yeah, most certainly. You know, these guys tonight are looking to get on that roster. That's for right. Sure. And these guys, I know we did the linebackers last on defense. Right. And, boy, just to kind of go back, to see Streck, Longfellow, and Westover as the same middle linebacking core, that is scary. And I could go on and on about all the other positions and how scary and deadly they are. But, man, that is a core linebacking group. All three of those, Streck, Longfellow, and Westover, were just hard-mouthed football players who would just hit their grandmother if she was out on the football field. They were great football players, and I'm lucky to have been around them. Yeah, again, a very, very talented squad. We said it before, if this was an actual football team, it'd be a state contender every single year. A solid football team here for the all-decade starting roster for the decade of 2010 to 2019. So again, we want to thank you very much for voting all along with us all season long on myradioplace.com/Mingus. We got some wonderful turnout and some great support from our wonderful residents in Cottonwood, Arizona. And we're excited, and we're looking forward to the next all-decade team. And we couldn't have asked for a better outcome. And because of you at home, we were able to put this list together. And we're very, very happy that everybody got to participate. No, and I can't say that about everybody on that roster because not everyone would hit their grandmother on a football field. Yes, of course. I would be one of those who could not. I'm just too nice. but that list of names on defense you named off sure would. And it's exciting to watch those guys play, and it was exciting to watch them play. As we mentioned, the Marauders coming off of a loss against Coconino 35-21. A solid performance from the Marauders. They're able to reduce a little bit of their mistakes on the field, as well as honestly execute quite well defensively and offensively, slowing down Zach Bennett. Yeah, and Marauders on the other side of that, Zach Bennett looked alive in that second half for Coconino, but Marauders did a great job themselves of establishing a running game. We were talking to Coach Casada before the game, and one of the highlights was that we didn't have 1 3-and-out last week. We did not. And that, against Coconino, who's projected to be probably the top dog in our region. They always are. Who Prescott put up a little bit of a fight against them, but we really did handle Coconino with the running game. I mean, we did great, and it set Zach Harrison up for some great passing opportunities. So we're definitely going to need to bring that into tonight's game. And we definitely want to extend a congratulations to Zach Bennett on breaking the all-time rushing record over at Coconino High School. An incredible talent. He is in his final year at Coconino High School. It's kind of a good and bad thing that he's going out of the region. Of course, we can't get a chance to watch him, but I'll tell you what, I know everybody around the 4-8 Grand Canyon region is happy that Zach Bennett and Luis Jaramillo are moving on to the college ranks and not playing anymore in the 4A. Yeah, most certainly. And it goes to say with a few other seniors that the guys have played this year. And that's just kind of the way of the land. And next year, it'll be somebody else stepping up. These young guys on Mingus, we didn't have the biggest senior group this season. But these young guys who are out here, and this goes for both sides, both teams, they got a lot of young guys who are looking to jump right in and be on the field for Friday Night Lights. Well, speaking of Friday Night Lights, the Marauders will take on the Prescott Badgers here in just a few more minutes. When we come back, we'll talk about those Badgers and get you ready for tonight's matchup. It's Marauders versus Badgers coming up very soon on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Hi, my name is Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquito Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquito Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
Want to welcome you back here to Bill Shepherd Field for tonight's Friday night matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on these Prescott Badgers here at Prescott High School. It is very, very, very cold tonight here in Prescott, Arizona, but we're excited to have you along with us for the final game of the 2020 season for the Mingus Marauders. Nick, a very strange season, but I'll tell you what, we are very, very happy to get it going. We're going to cut over to the national anthem and get you going right after this. Stay here. Well, here we go. We are just a few minutes away from kickoff here, Nick, as we take a look at the Prescott Badgers. As I mentioned, they are coming off of a victory against the rival, the crosstown rival in the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, 32-10 in that win. Alex Vaughn, the quarterback, 3 for 5, 46 yards passing, 1 interception. Nathan Wright, 267 yards on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns, and Cody Leopold, 132 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, and 11 total tackles. He plays both sides of the field as we see all across prep sports everywhere, in basically literally everywhere. The Marauders are looking to play spoiler as the Prescott Badgers are looking for a playoff spot. Currently, I believe it's a 3-way tie right now for third place between Prescott, Lee Williams, and Bradshaw Mountain. And right now, a big victory for Prescott last week against Bradshaw Mountain puts them at 3-3 overall, 3-2 in the region. But if the Marauders can get a win tonight, they almost ruin the playoff chances, or it make it a little difficult for Prescott to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, most certainly. And playing spoiler is exactly what the Marauders' game plan is again tonight. It was last week against Coconino. And, you bring up Wright running the ball for Prescott. He's going to have some big yards, and, they're going to go to him a lot.
Yeah.
The benefit of that is look at how well the Marauders did last week against Zach Bennett.
They did. They
that
contained
first
Bennett.
half.
Yeah.
That was incredible. You could tell that the coaching staff spent hours focusing on Zach Bennett's game because Coconino had other weapons that were hurting us. But no, Zach Bennett did not hurt us until that second half. He turned it up for sure. And, deserved so, because he's a record setter.
It was almost expected.
Right. Yeah. And it was unexpected that the Marauders were holding him from that record that first half. But no, so the Marauders' game plan tonight, got to be shut down that run. Let's make them go through the air. And then on the flip side of the ball, Marauders got to get that offensive rushing game going like last week. No 3-and-outs. That's beautiful. You can't ask for a better game offensively. As a head coach, I don't know how many games that I was a part of that we had no 3-and-outs like that. That's a great job. And
Prescott Badgers making their way out to the field for tonight's game. I'm sorry, Nick, go right ahead.
No, that's just going to be one of the keys for sure, is to generate that offense again.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be get out early and stay out early. The Marauders are going to need to do what they did against Mojave and just get on the board. We talked with Coach Provenzano, and he mentioned the struggles in the second half for this team. At the start of the season, Nick, the Marauders were shutting down opponents in the first half of the game, and more recently against Coconino, they were leading. And then unfortunately that second half, those struggles continued, and the Marauders were unable to get the victory against Coconino. But tonight, if they can score early and score often, they should be able to get the victory. The State Farm Insurance Office of Jennifer Griffin is pleased to sponsor the Mingus Marauder coin toss. As we head to the coin toss, Andrew Meyer out there to receive who will kick, who will return. Stop by to see Jen for all your insurance needs at 545 South Main, across the street from Walgreens. Same location for 35 years. Visit www.jenismysfagent.com. Again, www.jenismysfagent.com, or email jen@jenismysfagent.com for all your insurance needs. Thank you very much, Mrs. Griffin, for sponsoring the coin toss and being a wonderful sponsor for all these years. We hope we can continue it. As we get ready to go here, Nick, the Marauders looking for a victory and looking to play spoiler against these Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, they're fired up as Andrew Meyer comes back to the boys, and they're just going to start hitting each other, getting each other fired up, possibly to warm each other up too. But no, they look pretty warm down there on the field.
Should we do a couple hits, Nick, get us warmed up a little bit?
Maybe let's not talk too soon, but let's get some chest bumps in, just to get some jumping in and some cardio. No, Phil, Prescott's over there, and they got a good game plan tonight, because it's basically do or die, like you said earlier. They're fighting for their playoff lives right now, so it's huge. And on the contrary, Mingus fighting for pride, and I love it. Mingus going for a big win and looking to spoil Prescott's playoff chances.
That's essentially what the game plan has got to be for Coach Provenzano tonight. It's got to be execute on all sides of the ball, get a victory, and send these seniors out with a win. You were unable to do it last week at home, but here tonight, big opportunity for the Marauders on a beautiful yet chilly night here in Prescott, Arizona, on the gorgeous field, Bill Shepard Field here at Prescott High School. We were here last year for the Northern Arizona Youth Football game, and I was excited to see this one on the schedule because this field is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it is very, very, very nice. And I was talking to you before the game. We went on air. It used to be Prescott, you could be standing on the sidelines, and the middle of the field would almost be at like your knees and shins. So, yeah, the renovations they've done here at Prescott High School is just outstanding.
Rylan Waples will kick it away as we get things going here. Angelo Alvarez and Drew Meyer back there waiting to return the kicker. Actually, that's Jonathan Sanchez. That'll get sent downfield. Sanchez will return it around the 15-yard line and take it past the 20. Going past the 25, and he will keep going. Almost breaks a few tackles, gets brought down around the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Marauders to start off, Nick.
Yeah, great patience by Jonathan Sanchez, not rushing anything. You see it on your replay there. He's able to get the ball, kind of follow some lead blocks, and just wait for those blocks to develop and come right up the middle.
So the Marauders will start on the 37-yard line as they look to get the scoring going early here. Harrison under center. Running back behind him, that's Meyer. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Meyer going up the gut for a few yards, breaking his way for a couple extra. Not enough for the first down, but about a 6-yard run from Drew Meyer.
Yeah, that's absolute bread and butter on the first play from the Marauders. And if you're Prescott, you're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Great job by the offensive line. And it looks like the first play, they're carrying that momentum that they had last week.
Ball spotted on the 44-yard line is the Marauders 44. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. This time it again is Drew Meyer. No, Harrison's going to keep it on the rollout. Harrison cuts back for a few yards. He'll get about 3 on that quarterback scramble. Play action pays off for the Marauders. Should be enough for a first down. It will.
Yeah, great job by Harrison. He faked us out here in the bleachers.
Yeah.
And able to get to the outside and decides not to pitch it, play it safe, just lower his shoulders and gets that first down. That's a smart play.
So first down, Marauders, ball on their own 49-yard line. Should be 1st and 10. 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score.
Glad I didn't jinx that 3-and-out thing.
Oh, I know. That would have been horrible. That would have been possibly taking you off the broadcast, questionable. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off again, and it's going to go up the gut, and it will be just for a couple yards, maybe about 2 on that run. I believe that was, looks like it may have been Sanchez on that handoff, but not enough for too much for the Marauders, but a small gain of about 2 or 3. So to bring up second down for Mingus. Ball spotted on the 48-yard line.
3 is all you need. We talk about it all the time. That bread and butter play usually gets us about there, and if you can get 3 yards of play, you'll never end up punting. So that's okay. Marauders just past midfield already here.
2nd and 7 for the Marauders on the Prescott 48. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Harrison again under center. 2 running backs behind him, 2 wide receivers on the right. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Drew Meyer. Fights his way for a couple extra. Barreling his way through. Pushing a few Prescott Badgers off him. He'll get the first down. Big run for Drew Meyer.
Yeah, great job by Drew there to get to the outside. And, boy, it doesn't get set up without his guards pulling. That's Moreno, and those guys are so fast to get to the outside, and they just seal up a block for Drew to get there. And it's a nice job, first down Marauders.
So a good handoff to the right side. Drew Meyer able to get the first down for the Marauders. Ball now on the Prescott 34. 1st and 10 for Mingus. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harrison under center. Again, 2 running backs behind him. That's Sanchez and Meyer. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the gut again. There goes Drew Meyer right up the middle. Meyer to the 20. He's going to get brought down around the 10-yard line. Another first down for the Marauders. A big run again from Drew Meyer.
Yeah, I like that play call there, Philip. That's a little bit of a deceiving play. You're going to see the replay here. Harrison turns around, gives it to Drew Meyer really quick. You can't even see that handoff. So Drew's able to get right up the field without the defense even knowing he's got the ball.
A good handoff there from, as you mentioned, very deceiving. Thought it was going to go to Sanchez. It ended up getting handed off to Meyer up the middle, and here we are, 1st and 10 on the Prescott 12. 9 minutes and 18 to go here in the first. Harrison's going to hand it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez all the way into the end zone. Marauders strike first.
Yeah, great run by Sanchez. That's exactly what the Marauders wanted to do on this opening drive. You're going to see the replay here, and boy, that offensive line definitely carried their momentum into tonight's game. You can see both those guards getting out pulling, and it wasn't even needed. Sanchez uses his speed to get in there.
A great run on the right side from Jonathan Sanchez getting into the end zone. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Marauders have struck first. 6-0 as we get things going here at Bill Shepherd Field. Going for the extra point. Bueno kicks it up, and it is through the uprights, but there is a flag on the field. So we'll see who that was on as we patiently wait to see. It's going to be offsides on Prescott, so the Marauders will get just slightly more closer to the field goal here as Marcus Bueno looks to put it through the uprights and get the extra point. He's been pretty solid for the Marauders so far.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the Marauders.
They might as well go for. They might as well go for 2 if you're going to be right next to the goal line.
I like it.
So the Marauders will send Marcus Bueno back to the sidelines, and instead they will go for 2 as they are on the 1-yard line essentially. It's right there. So Harrison.
Early gamble pays off.
Again under center. He's going to hand it off. Sanchez will walk all the way in for a touchdown, for an extra 2. For a 2-point conversion, it is 8-0 here. 9 minutes to go in the first. Marauders strike first. They're up 8-0. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More football on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
asked for a better opening drive from these Mingus Marauders, marching down the field on the ground all the way into a touchdown, and then a 2-point conversion as the Marauders currently lead the Prescott Badgers 8-0 with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go here as Angelo Alvarez sends that one downfield. It will be returned around the 10. And that is going to be Waples. Waples to the right side. He is going to get brought down. So a nice little return for the Prescott Badgers. That gets them in a good field position. We take a look at it here. You can see Waples making his way past the 20-yard line and then just kind of cuts back and stumbles out of bounds around the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Badgers. But as I mentioned, Nick, what a great opening drive for the Marauders.
Oh, most certainly. And you can tell that the offensive line carried that momentum from last week's game. And, boy, you know, Prescott was watching film on him, so kudos to the O-line. It's time for the D-line to step it up.
Nathan Wright's going to take the snap and go direct snap run to the left side. He'll get brought down after about a gain of about 6 on the ground. Good run from Nathan Wright. Somebody we had talked about. Definitely somebody the Marauders are going to have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and first play, Wright goes for about 6 yards, dragging a defender out there. So you can already tell that he's got some good legs on him, and he's going to be a threat all night to the Marauders.
So again, Wright in the shotgun formation this time. He's going to take the snap and run it again. Direct snap to the running back. He's going to go right side, get the first down, keep going forward, almost to the 50-yard line. He'll get stopped at the Prescott 48. But first down for Prescott and Nick. The Marauders offense charged down the field, and 2 drives puts Prescott almost to the midfield.
Yeah, Marauders all running plays, and so far Prescott all running plays. So both teams have their rushing offense working on basically all cylinders right now.
8 minutes,
first downs.
8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 our score. Prescott awaiting the snap. It's going to get taken. It's going to be Waples again. Waples going up the middle, and he will get brought down. So another direct snap run. Or excuse me, that was Cody Leopold on the run. So Leopold able to get not get the first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 on the Marauder 46 with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-0 our score.
Yeah, and you bet Coach Anguiano's out there trying to get his defensive line. You guys got to crash that middle, guys. Crash that middle. Don't let those running backs in, so you know that's what they're trying.
Leopold, man in motion. Leopold waiting for the snap. We've got a flag. It is going to be a false start. So a false start on Prescott. So that's going to back them up a little bit more. A big opportunity here for the Marauders to slow down this drive from Prescott because they're moving the ball quite efficiently.
Yeah, penalties could be a huge factor in this game. We didn't even mention that in the pregame, Phil, but penalties could be the deciding factor here.
So again, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-0 our score. Ball on the Prescott 49. Leopold, again, man in motion. Leopold takes the snap. He's going to run it again. Left side, almost gets tackled by Derkelek, but he is able to dodge it. Keeps going to the left side. We'll get the first down. He is brought around the 35. Big run from the sophomore, Cody Leopold, and that puts the Badgers in the Marauders 35.
Yeah, and boy, Leopold lowers that shoulder at the end of the run and just drills a Mingus defender out there. That's a nice run, and just over pursued there. You can see the replay here. Looks like Derkelek just over pursued a slight bit, almost had the tackle in the backfield, but Leopold makes something of it.
This time it'll be Alex Vaughn in the shotgun formation. Vaughn takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be stopped right back at the line. A good stop for the Marauders offense. And the handoff from Nathan Wright only gets about 2 on that one for the Prescott Badgers. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
And you haven't necessarily seen Leopold be the offensive threat like we've seen so far tonight in his other games, which brings me to like last week's game with Zach Bennett.
Yeah.
Marauders real focused on Wright. You got to be careful of Leopold too.
Wright takes the snap. He's going to run to the right side. He's got a few blockers ahead. He's going to get the first down and a lot more, and he's finally brought down around the Marauder 25. Another good run from the Prescott running back.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles out there, too. You'll see here on your screen. He's going to take the direct snap, and there's a couple chances he could have got taken down, but that's a nice run there by Wright.
So Nathan Wright able to get the first down for the Badgers. They are on the Marauder 25, 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-0 Marauder lead. Again, Leopold in the shotgun formation is going to take the snap and run this time to the left side. The Marauders unable to stop him on the middle, but were able to bring him down after a short run of about 2 from Cody Leopold.
Yeah, and that Prescott offensive line's done a nice job on this drive of moving the Marauders back. And, you know, Anthony Islis is out there saying, let's bear down here, guys. Not to throw the U of A pun in there, but let's bear down and not let these guys go. Mackay out there, and these guys trying to dig into the turf here.
It'll be Nathan Wright again in the shotgun formation. There is a man lined up next to him. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Wright's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the pitch, take it up the middle. Wright fighting for a few extra yards, spins around, is not able to get the first down. Well, actually, no, yes, he did. So that will be about an 8-yard run for Nathan Wright up the gut. And that'll be enough for a first down. And now, Nick, 1st and goal for Prescott.
Yeah, the rushing game's been very, very, very stupendous. Both sides of the ball. Prescott is looking real good, and that's just a really nice run by Wright.
Yeah.
I mean, Wright goes right up the middle, pulls a spin move to get out of a tackle and get a few more yards on it.
Yeah, 1st and 10 on the Marauder 13. Snap to Leopold. He's going to go up the middle. Marauder's able to slow him down. Still about a gain of about 3. So that will put them now into 2nd and goal territory on that 3-yard run from Cody Leopold. 2nd and 6 on the 9-yard line. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Got a great traveling crowd of Marauder fans here. Not too far of a drive.
Yeah, bearing the cold weather.
Yeah, very much so.
Awesome.
Yeah. Love to see it. Wright again in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Wright takes the snap. He's going to go right up the middle again. Wright going into the end zone. He is in for a touchdown, and the Badgers respond immediately to the Marauders' opening drive touchdown. 6-8 our score.
Yeah, and we'll see if that 2-point conversion is going to be the big difference here, but you can already tell, Phil, it's going to be a barn burner, and you better be careful with penalties. Because like we saw earlier, that almost put a damper on Prescott's drive. They got through it, and they just ended up with 6.
4 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in the first quarter as the Badgers line up for their 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. Again, it'll be Nathan Wright in the shotgun formation, waiting to take the snap. Wright does take the snap, again goes right up the middle and gets into the end zone. We are tied at 8.
Yeah, and that's just a good execution there by Prescott. Wright goes in untouched on that 2-point conversion.
So that'll tie things up here at 8. It's going to be a close one with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Marauders will take over on offense on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. Verde Valley TV and KYBC. We'll be right back.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
So just as quickly as the Marauders scored, the Prescott Badgers return and score some points themselves. That ball takes a hop around the 20 and will go out of bounds around the 18-yard line. There is a flag down on the field. So 8-8 our score here. Philip Katafma alongside Nick Yatsenko. I want to welcome you back here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. 4 minutes to go in the first, and Nick, the Marauders are going to have to slow down this rushing attack from these Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, it's either that or they're just going to have to keep up their rushing attack.
Yep.
You know, Colin Vachon's out there, Islis, these guys, Moreno on the line. They know what they got to do. They did it on the last drive. They did it the previous game.
Yep.
So these guys just got to keep up that hard work. And, yeah, you're right. We'll talk defense when we get to that side of the ball. But right now, that offensive line is going to just keep moving.
1st and 10 on the Marauder 35. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer up the middle, fighting for a few extra yards. He'll get about 7 on that run. Drew Meyer, the bell cow. You can hear it. Pushing his way to get the team closer to a first down. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. Ball now on the Marauder 44-yard line. 2nd and 2.
You know, to your earlier point, Philip, it's really when you're one of those offensive linemen, running back. I know Harrison's seeing both sides of the ball too, but you got to forget about that Prescott offense and focus solely on your position.
Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off right side. That's going to be Jonathan Sanchez. Sanchez brought down behind the line. Good tackle from the Prescott Badgers. That is number 20, 28, I believe that is Cody Hanna on the tackle.
Yeah, nice job by Hanna. Just wrapped Sanchez up, not letting him go. Sanchez real shifty out there. You can see it on your replay there. Marino gets out in front of him, and defender does a good job of just kind of getting behind him, grabbing Sanchez.
So now it'll be 3rd and 2, no gain on that run from Jonathan Sanchez. Ball in the Marauder 43. We're getting to under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. That's going to be Drew Meyer. Fights his way through a few Badgers, gets the first down and gets into the Prescott 40. Big run from Drew Meyer again. 1st and 10, Mingus.
Yeah, that's an excellent executed play there, and you're going to see the replay. This is kind of going back to that big run we saw from Drew earlier, where it's a little bit of a deceiving handoff. A really quick handoff right up the middle. You can see Drew's going to take this, and Harrison's going to fake the handoff to a couple other running backs. So that's real nice. Drew's got a nice lane right up the middle.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on the Prescott 40. Harrison under center, waiting to take the snap. Man in motion, that's Alvarez. He's going to flip it left side. Alvarez got a lot of room on the left, looking for that lead block. Cuts back. Alvarez making his way through. Big run from Angelo Alvarez. 1st down again for the Marauders on that 12-yard run from Angelo.
Man, what Angelo showing his speed out there. I like the pitch option. You see Marino get out there, and Angelo blows right by his blocking guard and says, hey, get out of my way, man. I'm getting upfield.
Well, he did it himself. It'll bring the Marauder, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Marauders on the Prescott 24. Under 2 minutes to go here. 8-8 our score here in the first quarter. Harrison under center. 2 men in the backfield. That's Sanchez and Meyer. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez looking to get to the edge, cuts back inside, and he is brought down. Nice shoelace tackle from Nathan Wright. Able to bring down the Marauder senior running back.
Yeah, just tripped up on the play there. Sanchez real close to breaking that one upfield. And you can see the replay here. Great job, Marino getting out, the big lineman getting out, sealing the block. And Sanchez just gets tripped up, otherwise he's scampering.
Yeah, good touchdown-saving tackle potentially from Nathan Wright on the side of Prescott. 2nd and 5 now on the Badgers 19. 1 minute and 20 to go here in the first quarter. Again, 8-8 our score. Harrison under center. He's got Jimenez lined up far right. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. Roll left. He's got a lot of space. Harrison getting to the left side, cutting back inside, looking to get to the end zone, still on his feet. Did he stretch in? We'll see if they get the call. I think he's just short a yard, but a big run. Zach Harrison gets the Marauders into scoring territory.
Oh, gotta love over a 20-yard run from your quarterback. You can see him sprinting on the left side of your field. There's nobody. There's no Badgers until he got to the 5-yard line. A couple Badgers caught up to him, but nice job by Harrison. And, man, that's always a nice amenity to have when your quarterback can take it and run and get over 20 yards like that too.
Vinny Oldfield on the assisted tackle there. We're getting down to under a few seconds here in the first quarter. Marauders looking to strike before we head into quarter number 2. Harrison under center, man in motion, that's Alvarez. Harrison, quarterback sneak into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders.
Yeah, deservedly so here, and we haven't seen the ref's hands go up just yet. And there
it is. Zach Harrison on the QB scramble gets into the end zone. The goal line run for the junior quarterback. Marauders are back on top.
Yeah, you think Coach said, you deserve this one. Let's go to QB sneak.
It's right there. You might as well. So now Marcus Bueno will be out for the extra point. 14-8 our score. Looking to make it 15-8 here with about 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Marcus Bueno's kick is up and good. 15-8 our score. Marauders back on top. We're getting close to heading into the second quarter. We've got about 30 seconds left. When we come back, more football on the way right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Hi, my name's Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquito Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquito Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
Marauders back out in front here, 15-8, as they're able to punch it in on the quarterback goal line. The quarterback goal line score from Zach Harrison put the Marauders up, and then the extra point from Marcus Bueno gives the Marauders a 15-8 lead. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Kitsinko. Our final game of the season, Marauders looking for a win to send these seniors away with a victory and a bounce-back win against Coconino, who they lost to last week 35-21. So Alvarez will look to send it downfield to the Badger returners who are awaiting the return around the 10-yard line. Alvarez will send it downfield, looking for a touchback. Looks like this will be returnable around the 10. It will be. Waples going to the right side. He's got some room to run. Marauders looking to bring him down. They will. Good open field tackle by number 20 for the Marauders.
Yeah, that was a great job. Good return there. Looked like Prescott was going to have some room to get upfield. And great job by that Marauders containment team, not letting them get to the outside.
So the Marauders able to pin the Badgers on their own 27, so they are on the Badgers' 27-yard line, 1st and 10. And here we go. Nick, we saw it, that sort of direct snap to the running back / quarterbacks, the sort of rotating position for the Badgers. So that'll be Vaughn again, dropping back to pass this time. Vaughn over the middle, tipped and picked! Jonathan Sanchez has got it! Durkalek got the pick! Durkalek tipped it, and Sanchez was there to grab it. The first passing play for the Prescott Badgers is an interception, and the Marauders will look to score one more time before we head into the second.
Just going to say, who's going to throw the first pass? And there we go. It's right to the Marauders. Great job on the tip. Overall, just outstanding defensive awareness there. He's ready to pick that thing right off.
Brazen Durkalek with a great tip to start that defensive drive. And a pick from Jonathan Sanchez, and now the Marauders on the Badgers 35 looking to score again. Sanchez again in motion. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Meyer runs into a whole lot of blue jerseys, and he is shut down right back at the line, and that should be enough to send us into the second quarter. Marauders currently up 15-8, looking to extend their lead as we head into the second quarter. 2nd and 11 on the Badgers 36 as we move into quarter number 2. Don't go anywhere. More football right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
What an absolutely incredible grab from Angelo Alvarez. We didn't get it on camera because we were at break, but Harrison will take a look at the replay, tosses it up in the air, and Alvarez tips it to himself and is able to make the catch and move the Marauders into the Badgers 15, 1st and 10. And Angelo Alvarez, have yourself a game.
That's an incredible play by Angelo Alvarez. Great focus, able to bring that thing in.
Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer to the left side, fighting his way for a few extra yards. And we'll get the Marauders into goal line territory. 2nd down for Mingus, and oh my goodness, what a grab from Angelo Alvarez.
Yeah, and I love it. The rushing that the Marauders have started this game on has set up that passing play, and I really like it. Prescott goes to the passing play, intercepted. Marauders come right back with their own passing play, and Harrison nails Alvarez on a great play.
11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ball on the Badger 9. 2nd and 4. 10 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Harrison takes the snap, flips it left. Drew Meyer, he's got some room to run on the left side, does not get into the end zone, but it will be about a run of about 3 for Drew Meyer and puts the Marauders in even better position to get into the end zone.
Yeah, and Marauders can still get a first down here, and they're really, really close to a first down. That first down marker is about at the 1 or 2 yard line.
So 3rd and 2 for the Marauders. Ball is spotted on the Badgers 7. And Drew Meyer, all season long, we're going to miss him next year. He has been an absolute tank. Harrison under center, waiting to take the snap. He does. He's going to hand it off again. No, he's going to keep it. Flips it left. Sanchez, a bit of a botched flip, but Sanchez able to jump on top of it. Thankfully, Harrison last second trying to flip it to his running back on the left side. Unable to convert too much on that play, but thankfully Sanchez was able to jump right on top of it and prevent a turnover for the Marauders. So now it is 4th and 2. Ball still on the Prescott 7 with 10 minutes and 39 seconds to go here. Timeout, Marauders will take one as well. Mingus still leads 15-8, and they are knocking on the door of another touchdown. 4th and 2 when we come back.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Ozzie has made his appearance at Bill Shepherd Field as the Marauders look to make their own crazy train into the end zone. Ball spotted on the Badger 7, 4th and 2. 10 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the second quarter. Mingus looking to get into the end zone. Harrison under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Drew Meyer right side, trying to get into the end zone, and he is stopped just shy. Right at the goal line. It will be enough for a first down for Mingus. 1st and goal on now the 3-yard line, and a good run again from Drew Meyer.
I like it. That's a great play call, Philip. You don't need to get too over the top, try to score there. You can still get the first down.
Right.
They went with a safe bread and butter play with Drew Meyer getting the football, and that's a great job by the Marauders.
I would love to see that trick play that Mingus runs where they fake that handoff and they kind of sail it in the air. We'll see if the Mingus can do that. Harrison under center. He's going to hand it off. Nope, just a simple handoff to the left side. Drew Meyer into the end zone again. Mingus extends their lead with 10 minutes and 4 seconds to go here. The Marauders get into the end zone. 21-8 our score.
So deserved. So that offensive line and run back core for the Marauders, they earned every yard, and not to take anything away from Harrison's pass to Alvarez either. That was incredible.
And not take away from anything from that grab from Angelo Alvarez. Holy cow. Marcus Bueno will go in for the extra point. We've got a flag on the field. It looks like it's going to be either encroachment or it's going to be a false start. It is going to be encroachment on the side of Prescott, so that'll again move the Marauders right to the goal line. And last time the Marauders were in this position, they went for 2, and we'll see what they do to this time near the goal line. I don't see Harrison on the sideline, so my assumption is yes, he is going to be going for 2. It's Coach Provenzano taking advantage of the good field position, and you know what, Nick, might as well.
Yeah, I like it. It's we're playing spoiler right now.
Yeah.
Might as well go for the points and really put Prescott back on their heels.
Harrison again under center, looking to get the Marauders another 2-point conversion. Harrison waiting to take the snap. He does. He's going to hand it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez gets into the end zone again. His second 2-point conversion on the night. 23-8. Mingus rolling with 10 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in the second quarter. When we come back, the Marauders will look for another defensive stop and get some more points on the board. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome back here to Bill Shepherd Field on the campus of Prescott High School. The Marauders currently up 23-8 against these Prescott Badgers. And Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Atsiko. Nick, Marauders rolling right now.
Incredibly good start for that offensive line and the running backs. Drew Meyer, well-deserved. It's a big season he's had running the football, and he's our bread and butter. Like you said earlier, we're definitely going to miss him.
Oh, yeah.
And that offensive line tonight so far has been on one.
Angelo Alvarez will kick it away here as the Badgers look to get back on the board. They were able to get a solid opening drive to tie things up at 8, but the Marauders got a great defensive stop on the interception from Sanchez and then able to get into the end zone on the handoff to Drew Meyer. It'll be returned. Waples trying to get past the 30. He's got some room past the 40. Waples is all alone past the 50. Coming down to chase him is Aranyo and unable. No, they'll bring him down. Mackay Arniwando able to bring him down. Saves the touchdown and stops Prescott at the 20-yard line. But a big opening run from the Prescott Badgers and an incredible return from number 20, Rylan Waples.
Yeah, and that's just a nice job to catch up by Mackay there, not let him get into the end zone. And yeah, boy, you said it, Philip. Here's Prescott just knocking on the door right away.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they're going to have to do, because you don't want the Marauders to start running away with this one. And boy, that's a good kick return that'll give them some momentum.
9 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. Wright in the quarterback position, waiting to take the snap. He will. He's going to run it to the left side. Marauders trying to slow him down. Wright's got some room on the left. Alvarez coming in to bring him down, and he will. Good open field tackle from Angelo Alvarez, and a good run from Nathan Wright. Should be enough. Let's see if it's enough for the first down. If not, he is very, very close. About an 8-yard run from Nathan Wright.
Yeah, and you can see the replay here. Nathan Wright gets all the way to the left side of the field where there's nobody. Alvarez comes in and makes, like you said, Philip, a great tackle, because Nathan Wright tried to jump over Alvarez and almost got it, but Alvarez just took his feet out, and boy, the Marauders are trying to keep him out here.
Wright again in the shotgun formation, man in motion. Wright's going to take the snap, go right side, and will get brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2, but just enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Badgers.
And just like the Marauders on the other side of the field down there where we just were at, they're not really looking to get into the end zone in one play. Getting that first down's big, because now they're at about the 5-yard line, and they got 4 plays to punch it in here.
1st and goal for the Badgers on the Marauder 5. Wright again that's going to be Leopold in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He's going to go left side. Marauders trying to slow him down. Leopold looking to stretch into the end zone. He will be just short. It'll stop right at the goal line. So maybe 2nd and inches right now for the Prescott Badgers. 8 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And this is an offensive clinic, huh? Or at least running the ball.
Yeah, very much so. Both teams running quite well on the ground. Leopold again. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap, direct snap to him, up the gut. He will get in for the touchdown. Oh, we'll see. The Marauders stop. Oh, the Marauders stopped him. I thought Leopold was able to get over, but the Marauders doing a good goal line stand. So I take that back. It'll bring up 3rd down.
It most certainly looked like Leopold was about falling in the end zone.
It looked like it did, yeah.
But we'll take the Marauders stop, and boy, that football is almost touching that blue end zone paint down there.
Yeah, it's about a sneeze away from getting into the end zone. 3rd and goal on the Badger 1, the Marauder 1. Wright in the shotgun formation, looking to get it into the end zone for the Badgers. He'll take the snap, going right up the gut. Marauders unable to stop him that time. He will get into the end zone and cut this Marauder lead.
Yeah, and that's all right in the shotgun formation. Gives him about 3 or 4 yards so he could see where there's a hole that'll open up. So that's a good play call, too, when you're that close, because you know that defensive line is just going to stack the middle and not let you get anywhere. So nice job by the Badgers letting that play develop, and Wright gets right in.
7 minutes and 37 seconds left here as the Badgers look to go for the 2-point conversion, 14-23 here. Leopold awaiting the direct snap. He'll take it. He'll run to the right side, looking to get into the end zone. Big stop for the Marauders. Able to stop the 2-point conversion. 14-23, our score will remain. Marauders up with 7:37 left. They'll take over on offense and look to get a touchdown back that they gave up. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
(14:23) here in the second quarter. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left here as the Marauders still lead the Prescott Badgers. Philip Katafma alongside Nick Kitsinko. It's going to be a short kick returned around the 20 for the Marauders. Or excuse me, make that the 30 from Hunter Perkins. They're going to say his knee was down before he was able to get up and move around. So Perkins with a decent little return. The Marauders will start on their own at 30-yard line. And Nick, they're looking to score a touchdown that they gave up.
Yeah, and you bet that offensive line can't wait to get back out there and do the same thing that they've been doing on the other drives. No punting so far for the Marauders. Let's continue that streak. That offensive line has been moving downfield very nicely. Drew Myers going to be barreling through a couple defenders each run, every run he has. That's basically the bread and butter all season, and Marauders got to keep scoring here, Phil, because it looks like Prescott can keep scoring too.
23-14, 7 minutes and 34 seconds left. Harrison's going to hand it off to Meyer. Meyer trying to fight his way through some blue uniforms. 6-yard run for Drew Meyer up the middle. Not enough for a first down. It will bring up 2nd and 5 on the Marauder 36.
Yeah, and that's just tough to stop. I mean, Drew Meyer, you can see, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's carrying a Prescott defender with him for that entire run, that whole 5 yards. You're going to see the replay here. He gets hit right there. I mean, that's 1 yard pass and then drags him for 4 yards. That's a great job by Drew.
2nd and 5 on the Marauder 36. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Harrison under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Drew Meyer on the right side. Meyer gets the first down and a little more. 8-yard run for Drew Meyer. First down for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and you bet this is just a clinic on moving the chains. I mean, the Marauders and the Badgers on the other side. A lot of first downs tonight.
So to bring up first down for the Marauders, ball on the Mingus 43, 1st and 10. 6 minutes, 38 seconds here in the second quarter. 23-14 our score. Harrison under center again, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, this time on the reverse to Angelo Alvarez. Alvarez looking for a first down. He'll get brought down. See if they get him for the first down. There's that flag. They're calling for the horse collar, and they'll get it.
Yeah, that's just going to tack on another 15 at the end of that. If it was incidental, they might give him just 5 yards, but you're going to see at the end of that tackle there's really no need for the horse collar. You got another defender coming, and what the Prescott Badger did there was pull him by the horse collar and moved him out of the way of his other defender.
Of course, mistakes are going to happen, as we've mentioned all season long and even last year. It's something that doesn't need to really be said, but, kids still learning the game, and Angelo Alvarez is perfectly fine, and Marauders take advantage of it. As they get 1st and 10 now on the Badger side of the field, it'll move to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 on that 15-yard personal foul. 6 minutes and 24 seconds here in the second quarter. Ball on the Marauder 32. Harrison under center again. Meyer, the only man in the backfield behind him. And we got a whistle. So the referee not ready, but now he is. And here we go. 1st and 10 on the 32. Harrison waiting to take the snap. He does. He's going to hand it off up the gut to Drew Meyer. Meyer barrels his way for about 4. Good little run there from Drew Meyer.
Man, I love that little deceiving handoff. We saw that a few times already tonight, and you're going to get it right here again. It's just, we pull a guard, so it looks like we might be running to the outside. Then you fake another handoff to the outside, and all along, Drew Meyer's got the football in the middle of the field.
That's right. Another little run there for Drew Meyer. 2nd and 4 on the 26. That is the Badgers 26. 5 minutes and 50 to go here in the second quarter. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez has got a hole on the right side, and it looks like he will be just short of the first down. Nope, it is going to be a first down. So a good run from Jonathan Sanchez. 6 on the ground from the senior running back.
Great job, and boy, I wish we kept track of time of possession. I feel because the Marauders.
They did it great last week too against Coconino.
Right into this week.
Right.
This is just a great job. The Marauders offense staying on the field, keeping that Badger offense off the field. That's just textbook playing.
1st and 10 for Mingus on the Badger 21. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half. 23-14. Marauders looking to extend their lead. Harrison under center, only man in the backfield, that's Meyer. He's going to flip it left. Meyer cuts back inside, trying to get past the blue uniforms, maybe dragging a few of them with him, but he'll go right back out of bounds right at the original line of scrimmage, so no gain on that run from Drew Meyer.
Yeah, and that would be unbelievable if they put him back at the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to lose. Yeah, they're going to mark him for a little bit of a loss. That's incredible. It looked like Drew was going to maybe get tackled for a 6 or 7 yard loss, but it's only a 3 yard loss, so Marauders fine with that.
Yeah, of course.
Just a hiccup.
So the Marauders will get backed up about 3, so that'll bring up 2nd and 13 on the Badgers 24. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Harrison under center. He's got Sanchez and Meyer behind him. Man in motion, that's Alvarez. They're going to flip it. It's going to be that inside handoff to Jonathan Sanchez, and the Badgers read it beautifully. Maybe right back at the original line of scrimmage, if that.
Yeah, it's a little counter play, and Harrison does a 360, looking like he's going to hand the ball off to a couple different running backs.
We saw it work quite well against the crosstown rival, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, but the Badgers, very aware of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they watch a game film on that, and the wing T stuff is all tight in the middle, and it's tough to keep track of, but the Badgers do a good job there.
Maybe a gain of about 1 for Jonathan Sanchez on that run. 3rd and 12 on the Badgers 23. 3 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Harrison under center. Men in the backfield, that's Sanchez and Meyer. Harrison's going to hand it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez cuts back inside, and he is brought down immediately. A good open field tackle. I believe that was Nathan Wright again. There is a flag on the field. Yeah, that was Nathan Wright on the tackle. But we do have a flag, and I believe it's going to be holding.
Yeah, it was in the vicinity of holding here, but...
Yeah. So that might back the Marauders up a little bit. It will bring up 4th down. So, yeah, it looks like it will be a...
Yeah, holding.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Just defer that one. They'll take the 4th down.
Oh, yeah. So the Marauders looking to convert here on 4th and 13 on the 24-yard line. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left here. We'll see what Coach Provenzano's got in store. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to roll out to pass, looking for somebody near the end zone. It is complete for the first down. Is that Zach Figge? It is Zach Figge. First down, Marauders. What a great play call from Mingus.
Incredible play by Zach Figge to get to
not
the
enough.
6.
No, not enough for the first down. He's just shy.
Oh, they're going to mark him shy. Looked like he just got there.
Well, we saw... Thankfully, Zach's dad is literally right in front of us, so he was able to give us the signal that, no, they were not even close. So they were stopped just short of the first down. It'll be a turnover, and the Badgers will take over on their own 12-yard line. So not the best field position for Prescott, but as we've seen, they've done a good job of marching down the field.
Yeah, and boy, they got some weapons. We've already seen it. The Marauders have done good focusing on Wright, but Leopold's dangerous himself.
It will be Leopold in the backfield this time. He's waiting for the snap, man in motion. Leopold takes the snap. He's going to run to the left side. Marauders trying to get him on that right side, or left side, excuse me. He is brought down. Zach Figge able to bring down the running back for the Prescott Badgers on that direct snap. And we do have a flag on the field. So a penalty flag on the field. We'll see who it's on. It looks like it might be holding as we await the official call.
The Marauders are backing up themselves.
So it might be a penalty on them. It is going to be a penalty on the Marauders as they move the ball down the field. And these mistakes here late in the game for the Marauders. And I know we've still got a whole half of football to play, but it's going to be a personal foul on the Marauders. That's going to push Prescott up to their own 37.
Yeah, and those will kind of make you cringe. You can't have the personal fouls.
Nathan Wright in the shotgun formation awaiting the snap. He will take it. Wright, direct snap, left side, looking for the run. Marauders able to slow him down, maybe about 2 on that run from Nathan Wright on the direct snap run. Ball goes to the 41-yard line, the Prescott 41, 2nd and 6, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that's a good job by the Marauders honing in on Wright because, man, switching quarterbacks like that, that's got to be confusing for a defense.
It's more of a kind of like a wildcat offense, if anything.
Yeah, you're right.
We've only seen
definitely
Vaughn throw the ball, but everyone else has been running it. So again, it's going to be another different player. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be Wyatt Snyder looking down the field, and it's caught. Wow! Wyatt Snyder's first pass is completed. Right around the 35-yard line, it is completed to number 84, Landon Ulrich.
And just an absolute bomb, huh, Philip?
Wow.
And the sophomore with an arm right there.
So Wyatt Snyder able to drop a dime to Ulrich for a first down, and here we go again. It's going to be Leopold, direct snap, up the middle. Leopold fighting for that first down, he'll get it. Back-to-back first down for the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen once you complete a pass like that and you get the passing game established. It opens up the running game, and on the flip side, same when you work on the running game, it opens up the passing game. But boy, Snyder coming kind of out of nowhere.
Really.
That was a great ball that he threw.
Nathan Wright waiting for the snap. He'll take it. Direct snap on the left side, cuts back on the inside. Marauder's able to slow him down, maybe a gain of 1. Zach Figge kind of pushed at the end of that play, but no call.
They're slightly late there, but I'm sure the refs are keeping an eye on that.
2nd and 8 now for the Badgers on their own 22. 1 minute and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. Marauders trying to prevent the Badgers from getting into the end zone because Nick, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion makes this a 1-point game.
Yeah, with the Marauders still ahead to go into halftime. So that's kind of worst case scenario here. Defense got to step up here and keep that 9-point lead.
Leopold takes the snap. He's going to run up to the right side. Marauders trying to bring him down. They will not. Leopold pushes his way into the end zone. Able to break through for the score. What a run.
Yeah, that's incredible. We're going to definitely see here's the replay there. Boy, for you just listening, Leopold takes the handoff, gets about 5 yards upfield, looks like he's wrapped up, and play kind of stops, and he just sprints into the end zone. After
he broke through the tackle of Andrew Meyer, and then Alvarez looked like he was trying to punch the ball out, and Leopold just didn't stop running, and he got into the end zone. So now they're just going to go for the extra point here, make it a 2-point game. Kick is up, and it is that one is no good. So now it'll be 20-3. 3-point lead for the Marauders with 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
So what was a 9-point lead for the Marauders has been cut. 20-23 our score here. 58 seconds left in the second quarter as the Marauders look to get back on the board before we head into halftime. Badger fans got to be real excited as it was looking like the Marauders might run away with it, but that ball is sent downfield and returned around the 20-yard line. It'll be taken by Sanchez, going past the 30. Sanchez past the 40. Looking to get the Marauders in good field position. He will around the 46-yard line, but the clock freezes at 51. And Nick, the Marauders trying to get into the end zone before we head into half.
Yeah, they got a minute to do it, just under a minute. We're probably going to see a couple timeouts being used here. And, Marauders, let's see if you can't get, looks like they need about 65 yards to get in the end zone in 51 seconds.
All right, so the ball will be spotted on the Marauder 45. 1st and 10, the umpires converging here. And so we'll see what Mingus can do here, as it looks like there may have been a flag on the field, and there was. It'll push Mingus back about, 15 yards? It'll keep going back, maybe about the 30. Yeah, it will.
Yeah,
so
gonna hurt.
Personal foul penalty for the Marauders.
Yeah,
kill him again.
Hurt.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because if one player gets 2 personal fouls, they'll be ejected. So obviously that was somebody different, but you don't like seeing that.
Harrison under center. waiting to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Man coming through, that's Leopold. He's got Drew Meyer on the right side. Meyer for the first down, and he'll get out of bounds. Mingus able to get first down around the 50-yard line. That pass completed from Harrison to Meyer.
Yeah, what a throw by Harrison, scrambling to the right side of the field because Leopold was right on his tail, and it finds Drew Meyer. Great offensive play.
First and 10 for Mingus. The clock will stop. The ball spotted on the 45-yard line. I thought Meyer got a little bit more yardage than he actually did. So it is on the Mingus 45. First and 10. 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. Harrison waiting to take the snap. He does. Drops back to pass again. Back-to-back passes. Just barely gets that one off before being tackled. It will go incomplete. And Harrison getting up, hobbling a little bit, but he'll be okay.
And that was right on the tackle. And the play before, it was Leopold putting the pressure on. And Phillip, that's a couple of running backs for Prescott that's on the defensive line. Let me tell you, as an offensive lineman, that is almost impossible to block. That's really, really tough. Those guys are fast.
Well, as we mentioned it, Leopold had about 11 tackles last game against Bradshaw, and he's doing a good job so far adding pressure to Zach Harrison. Man in motion. Harrison's going to drop back to pass again. He is brought down, and it is a big loss, a big stop. Luke McCausland with the tackle. There is a flag on the field. We'll see who it's on. Luke McCausland able to get in and bring Harrison down.
Yeah, boy, Harrison had just no time.
I believe it is going to be a penalty on Prescott, and yes, it will be. So that'll help the Marauders out a lot. That'll bring them upfield, and looks like it's going to be a personal foul penalty. And it'll get the Marauders past midfield, which is good position for Mingus, as they do pick up the first down. 24 seconds left here in the second quarter. Mingus just looking to get some kind of points on the board, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. They'd love a touchdown, get their 9-point lead back. Or, get their 10-point lead. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the side of Prescott. That was the penalty.
Love a field goal, too. We love to take the 6 points.
Yes. Mingus, I believe, will not be getting the ball at halftime. It will be Prescott's ball. But here we are, a ball on the Prescott 49. 3rd and 4. Marauders looking to get the first down as the ball position moves forward. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Meyer read beautifully by the Prescott D-line, and he is brought down right back at the line.
Yeah, the Marauders, Harrison's signaling for a timeout right away, so you wonder if the Marauders got something else up their sleeves.
Well, to bring up 4th down here, and we'll stay right here, as we've got about 15 seconds left here. Ball will remain on the Prescott 49. It'll be 4th down for the Marauders, 4th and 4. And Nick, with 15 seconds left here, you kind of got to maybe take something down the field. Take a shot down the field and get out of bounds, or maybe run some sort of counter, or maybe just your game plan is to run out the clock and not risk injury and head into halftime with a 3-point lead.
I mean, you got to really go minimal risk here. You're at the half. You're just about the 50. You can't risk throwing a pick 6 here and giving Prescott like that much momentum. But yeah, I mean, maybe you even see a bread and butter play here, Phil. I mean, just a nice safe run right up the middle by Drew Meyer. You would think that Prescott's going to be playing that Hail Mary deep coverage, which will open up the middle of the field a little bit. But no, we'll see what Coach Provenzano's got.
Well, we'll see what the Marauders can do here. 4th and 4 on the Badger 49. 17 seconds left here in the second quarter, 23-20. Harrison under center, man in the backfield. Receiver lined up on the far left. We'll see what the Marauders can do here, looking to convert. Harrison's going to flip it left side. That's going to be Drew Meyer. Meyer's going to look to pass. He'll send it downfield. He's got Freddie Jimenez. It is incomplete.
So close. So close. Oh, just out of the hands of Jimenez. What a ball by Drew Meyer. And it was a little bit of a mix of what we talked about. It was, let's go bread and butter, and then all of a sudden downfield. Oh, so close.
So with 9 seconds left now, it is 1st and 10 Prescott on the Marauder on the Prescott 49. And what a shot downfield. Meyer almost had Jimenez, but it goes right in between his hands.
I like the call. I like the play call.
Me too.
There. I really do. And they definitely fooled the Badgers. If Meyer could have hit Jimenez streaking, it would have been a touchdown. Nobody was by him. But nonetheless, still a good ball by Drew Meyer, the running back.
Wyatt Snyder in the shotgun formation takes the snap, looking to pass, looking for something down the field. Marauders just looking to bring him down. They will. Mingus able to get the sack, and that should get us into halftime, and it will. The Marauders will head into halftime 23-20. And when we come back, as I mentioned, it will be halftime here at Bill Shepherd Field. Marauders lead, and they'll look to extend it right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Halftime, starting right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Beautiful smiles improve more than just your dental health. They improve your confidence and quality of life. Verde Valley Orthodontics, the office of Dr. Nick Booth, offering the highest quality of technical care while treating their patients with respect, courtesy, and compassion. One happy client stated, "I can't stop smiling." Read more amazing reviews at VerdeValleyOrtho.com. 2 convenient locations, Cottonwood and Sedona. Call 634-2121 to schedule your free evaluation today.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at ROKZootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
It is halftime here at Bill Shepherd Field as the Marauders currently up 23-20 to the Prescott Badgers. Philip Catafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, the Marauders playing well, but Prescott has been clawing back in.
Yeah, it's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah.
I mean, we already got 20 and 23. Marauders have the lead so far.
Yeah.
And, boy, they're really barely hanging on to that lead. Prescott looked like they were going to be knocking. I would actually say Prescott had the momentum at the end of that half.
Yeah,
even though the Marauders have the lead, the Marauders almost were able to punch it in and go up almost 30-14. That would have been a dagger in the Badgers this half. And, boy, that just comes right around. And now we got a really close one, 20-23.
Well, Prescott able to take advantage. The Marauders trying to convert on, it was almost like 4th and long. And they were just about an inch short on a pass completion from Harrison to Zach Figge. And I thought they had gotten the first down, but we were, the signal was that they didn't. And Prescott was able to march down the field. They had a great pass from Wyatt Snyder to their wide receiver. That was Landon Outrich for a huge completion that set up another touchdown for them. And, I mean, on the ground, Prescott has been tough, and they have been getting back in this game by utilizing their run game and then opening up the passing lanes. I know they haven't thrown too much, but that rushing attack has opened it up somewhat, and I would not doubt if we see a little bit more passing from Coach Cody Collette and the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, Snyder. Snyder comes into the game and just throws a beautiful ball, 37 yards. You can see his
one
stats
for one. That's all he needed to do.
That's it. And I mean, they've thrown it, I think, one other time with Vaughn, and it ended up being an interception.
Right.
But then you go to Leopold. Leopold has been the guy that you can tell we haven't quite focused on all that much, because Leopold's had an outstanding night so far. He's got 84 yards. There you go, right there. 9 carries, a touchdown. So anytime you can get the rushing game going like that, like we know as the Marauders have been doing good, but the Badgers same in this rushing attack. They've really developed. And there you go, right? The
Nathan
other running back, 9 carries, 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was the real main weapon here. And the Marauders have, I mean, keeping them to 44 yards is good. But that number 2 by touchdowns, that's not good. And Wright's finding the end zone for the Prescott Badgers, and it's been an offensive clinic, to say the least, so far.
It very much has. 23-20 is our score, a high-scoring game so far, and it's only going to get higher as we are still in halftime here at Bill Shepherd Field. But when we come back, we'll talk about these Mingus Marauders and what they've been doing well and how they can get a victory here in the second half, a area where the Marauders have struggled. But when we come back, we'll talk more about that on the other side of this break. Verde Valley TV and KYBC will be right back.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Hi, my name's Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquito Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquito Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
Want to welcome you back here to halftime as the coaches talking over with the gentlemen, the men in uniform here, going over that I'm assuming the last drive of the game or whatever Coach Provenzano and his staff is going over with these Mingus Marauders as they huddle around that television that they have out in the on the sideline. Coach Provenzano giving his guys, looks like it's mostly offensive linemen, so I would say it's probably the offense that he's talking to. We could see Zach Figge out there, maybe the defense as well. Figge plays both sides. But anyway, the Marauders getting geared up and ready to go here. They're currently leading 23-20 at halftime here at Bill Shepherd Field. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, the Marauders started out hot. First opening drive, they were able to get into the end zone, and from there, it's kind of been back and forth.
I don't think they really lost any momentum. I mean, the Marauders have done well. Now, Prescott was able to steal some of that at the end of the half, but the Marauders' offense has done great so far. They've been moving the ball, still no 3 and outs, which is outstanding. I mean, this is going back to last week against the top team in the region, no 3 and outs. So that offensive line is riding high right now.
Yeah, they very much are.
That's a fantastic job. And if you're that offense, it's really, really tough to compartmentalize, but you've got to not worry about Prescott scoring.
No.
And what's going to happen, the Badgers are going to keep scoring.
Of course they are.
I mean, they're going to keep scoring. Well. They have weapons. You just solely have to be focused on your job on offense and get it done, because the Marauders have shown that they can do it. When they're focusing, they've played a great game so far. Getting 23 points in a half is pretty good.
Yeah, very much
so. The Marauders just have to keep that up.
Well, the Marauders were able to score 21 at halftime against Coconino, a very big powerhouse in the 4A Grand Canyon region, not to take anything away from the Prescott Badgers, as they are playing phenomenal so far, able to keep themselves in this game, going touchdown for touchdown with the Mingus Marauders, and it looked like Mingus was going to walk away with this one, but as we mentioned Prescott was able to just mount their way back into this game, and that's a reason why it's only a 3-point game as opposed to a 9-point lead for the Marauders or even more.
Yeah, and they found some success with Snyder out there
Yes,
throwing
they have.
the football for him, and that's a little bit scary if you're the Marauders.
Well, we'll see more of that.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. They've a 1-for-1 Snyder was, so you know he's going to come out, throw the ball a little bit. You know they have Wright, who's their main weapon.
Leopold.
And then Leopold.
Yep.
Leopold's been the number one guy tonight for them, and you know, that's if you're on defense, you just really got to understand that there's a few different positions that'll hurt you on this Badger team.
Not too many mistakes on the side of the Marauders, just defensively. The Badgers have been playing well. They were able to take advantage and get some stops. We talked about that big stop early on with Harrison to Figge, and of course the trick play throw from Meyer and the intended receiver with Freddie Jimenez that went through his hands, unfortunately. May have been just a little too out in front, but regardless, we take a look at some of the Marauder stats here as Mingus looks to extend their lead again, as we mentioned, 23-20 here at halftime. And Zach Harrison, right now, 3 for 4, 45 yards passing, 1 touchdown. It is a rushing touchdown. He has not gotten a passing touchdown yet for Mingus, but we've seen this from Zach Harrison all season long. Not necessarily the focal point of the offense anymore, but he has been very effective, making sure that his completions and attempts are very similar, and there's not too much separation. He's limiting his mistakes a lot in this game so far. As we mentioned, it's nothing the Marauders are doing poorly. I mean, you could argue some of the penalties that they've gotten have kind of hurt them a little bit, but offensively and defensively, Mingus has been solid.
No, most definitely, and Harrison has that very, very safe way of playing. I like the very mature quarterbacks, that college kind of quarterback.
He's a junior. Yeah, get him one more year.
Yeah, exciting to see him. Here you see Drew Meyer's stats, 15 carries, 86 yards, and a well-deserved touchdown. He deserves more of those bad boys, more chest bump city there.
That's right.
Drew Meyer. You see Sanchez, our nice complimentary back.
Yes.
You got Brute, Drew Meyer, and then you got Sanchez. 6 carries, 15 yards. Badgers have done a good job of keeping him kind of at bay. Sanchez still found the touchdown. He's able to wiggle through the goal line there. That was an easy run for him, but Marauders have just got to keep up that offensive pressure.
Well, and also another statistic that wasn't included there is an interception for Jonathan Sanchez. The tip from Brazen Durkalek, able to get the interception for the Mingus Marauders. And along with Angelo Alvarez, who had an incredible catch early in the second quarter. He tipped it to himself. He was able to make the grab around the goal line and put Mingus in a good position to get into the end zone. But we'll see what the Marauders can do here. When we come back, we'll talk about what the Marauders have to do to get back into their dominant ways that we saw early on in this game and try to keep these pesky Badgers at bay on the other side of this break. We'll be right back right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Want to welcome you back to halftime here at Bill Shepherd Field. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. We are just a few minutes away from the second half football here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Currently, our score, Marauders 23, Prescott Badgers 20. And we do want to give some shout-outs to some other of the fall sports athletes that accomplished a lot this year in a very weird 2020. For swim, Division III results, girls 50 free. Brooke Peterson, the junior, placed fourth in state. For the girls 200 free relay, Tiana Lodico, a senior, Charlie Green, Madison Hartman, and Brooke Peterson all qualified for state, so congratulations to them. Again, in the girls 500, Madison Hartman was a state qualifier for the 500 and the 200. And the boys 100, Jared Gordon, the senior, able to placed quite well for the state qualifier. And in the cross country, Caesar Diaz, Maisie Babcock, McKenna Bliss, and Aubrey Peterson, all able to get in there. Caesar Diaz in the boys division, 19th overall for Division III state championship. Maisie Babcock, 13th overall. 16th overall, McKenna Bliss, and a state qualifier for Aubrey Peterson of girls golf. Of course, got an opportunity to talk with Coach Mike Medore. Definitely go give that one a check out on Off the Bench. You can check out that program every Friday and Saturday. Friday mornings on Verde Valley TV and our YouTube channel, Verde Valley TV. And, of course, on Saturday mornings on KVNA 104.7 FM and 600 AM. Girls golf, they won their Division II Section 5 champs. Kayla Bowers was a state qualifier. She's a senior. And Marissa Flowers, a state qualifier. She is a freshman. I know Coach Medore was very excited about the future of this program in his first season as the head coach for the Mingus Marauders girls golf program. Great conversation with him again off the bench. Go ahead and check that one out. We do want to, of course, give some credit to our girls volleyball seniors. They wrapped up their season earlier this month on November 4th. They were able to get a big victory against Moon Valley, a incredibly a tight game. In that one, it went to 5, and it was an absolute barn burner of a game. Very close, much like this one. The Marauders were able to come up on top in that one and send Chase Dirksen, Sadie Backus, and Shelby Link away with a victory. But the Marauders are looking to do it here tonight to send their football seniors off with a victory. 23-20, current lead. And, Nick, we know the second half is a struggle for the Marauders.
No, that for sure we do. And Marauders are going to have to turn that around tonight. And, I mean, just basically keep it going. Like we talked about in the halftime show, offense has got to keep up the momentum here. Keep moving down the field. Can't worry about what the defense is doing. Even though some of those guys are playing on the defensive side of the ball, you really do have to just shut that offensive mind off. Let it rest while you're playing defense. That way you're focused and sharp when you go back out there. And, boy, Philip, just to go back and touch on the golf and all the other sports, it's just wonderful that we got to see sports happen.
Very much
season.
so.
And
very much
Yancey
so.
DeVore, athletic director, did a phenomenal job helping make a lot of this happen.
And that goes to the credit not only on the Yancey DeVore side, but, of course, everybody in the 4A Grand Canyon region. You know, Missy Townsend we spoke to on Off the Bench, a wonderfully nice lady. Mr. Freeze as well over at Coconino High School, spoke with him on the program as well. And it took a collaborative effort between all of these 4A Grand Canyon athletic directors and supportive staff to make sure that these kids get their senior season. I know right now the winter season is kind of up in the air right now, but we're hoping that sooner than later we'll be able to get the winter season going, continue our coverage of Marauder sports here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC, and allow these kids to have that senior year. Because, Nick, you and I both went through our senior years, and it is a fun year full of emotions, full of anxiety for the future. But I'll tell you what, when you get an opportunity to play with your buddies every Friday night, these kind of moments you think about later on in life, you know, when you're reminiscing about these times when you played against Prescott on a Friday night. Nick, I know you did it a lot with your time here at Mingus.
Yeah, most certainly. And, you know, nothing is going to be more memorable than going through COVID as a senior. And these guys have this story to tell. And like you just said, so much work went into it by so many different people. And Just hats off to them, because it's phenomenal to be out here with you in the blistering cold calling a football game.
It's always fun. Alvarez will send that one downfield. We get the second half going here. The ball will be returned around the 10-yard line. Going past the 20 now, that's Waples. Waples past the 30, looking for somebody to bring him down. He'll cut back around again. We've got 2 flags on the field, and he is brought down. That was actually number 12 on the return. That was Braden Nelson. Boy, there are penalty flags on the field.
Nelson's got some height and some speed to him, returning that kick. You can see him go right up the middle there, and Nelson gets to the outside, and we'll see what those flags are. It's in the vicinity of holding.
So we'll see who that is on. It'll either go back a few yards for Prescott, or it will be on the Marauders. So I believe that might move Prescott back a few yards.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
It very much will. So holding penalty on the Prescott Badgers pushes them from their own 40 back all the way to their own 28-yard line.
Boy, which is really beneficial for the Marauders, because that was a great return.
An incredible return from the senior returner, Braden Nelson. You can hear the Marauder fans getting fired up as they want to see these seniors walk away with a victory. And there's only one way to do it, Nick, and that is to slow down these Prescott Badgers as they get things going here on the offensive side. 1st and 10, 11 minutes and 50 seconds left as we begin the third quarter. It is going to be Wright in the shotgun formation, man in motion. Wright awaiting the snap, or excuse me, that's going to be Snyder, the quarterback. He's going to flip it to the right side. That's going to be a run from Nathan Briseño. Briseño able to get the first down and a lot more. Big, maybe 15-yard run from Nathan Briseño to get things going.
Yeah, and that's, that's going to be a challenge, because Briseño's new to the Marauders out there running the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different number and another weapon that the Badgers are going to utilize.
So Briseño able to get the first down, moves the ball to the Badgers' 46. So all those penalty yards that they lost, they just got back. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, ball on the Bradshaw 36. That's going to be Wright in the shotgun formation. He'll wait to take the direct snap. Marauders looking to shut him down. Handoff right to Wright. Wright will go up the middle. Cuts back to the right side. Wright again. He's got some blockers ahead. He'll go past the 20. Right now past the 15, and he will fall around the 13-yard line. Another big run from Nathan Wright, and he puts the Badgers in scoring territory.
Huge, almost a 40-yard run there by Wright, and what patience. That's great patience by Wright to just, he kind of stutter steps behind his blockers at the end of that play just to get another 15 yards. That's a great job by the Badgers offense.
11 minutes to go here in the third. 1st and 10 on the Badgers 15. Wright again in the shotgun formation. Waiting to take that direct snap. He will. Wright will go up the middle. He'll go to the left side. Going up the gut now, and he will get into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Badgers are on top, 26-23.
And that did not take long, Philip. We called it. We knew Prescott was going to come out and score pretty quick. This is a barn burner so far. And the key here, if you're one of those offense guys playing defense, is you really got to shake this off.
Yeah.
You got to get to the sidelines and shake that off and get ready to go score again and take the lead again.
26-23 our score here, 10 minutes and 49 seconds left. The Badgers will go for the extra point. That will be Rylan Waples looking to kick that one through the uprights. Kick is up, and we'll see if this one is good. It is 27-23. Marauders down 4 as we open the second half with an opening drive touchdown from the Badgers. They lead 27-23. We'll be right back. 10 minutes, 49 to go.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
So an opening drive touchdown for the Prescott Badgers gives them a 27-23 lead here. Want to welcome you back to Verde Valley TV and KYBC. That one will get sent down the field. Alvarez will return it around the 10. Going now past the 20, looking to get past the 30 and put the Marauders in good position. He will get brought down around the 21-yard line. Again, 27-23 our score here. 10 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, what an opening drive for the Prescott Badgers to get into the end zone early on.
Yeah, and like we just talked about, it's incredible that we haven't seen a punt.
We have not seen a punt.
We have 50 points on the board, 27 for the Badgers, 23 for the Marauders, and that's incredible to not see a punt. These offenses are on all cylinders.
Harrison hands it off up the middle. It is going to be a keeper for Harrison. Excuse me, I thought that was a handoff to Meyer, but Harrison able to fight for a few extra yards, maybe about 8 on that run. The quarterback keeper from Zach Harrison. Not enough for a first down. No, they will give it to him. So 1st and 10, Zach Harrison, 10-yard run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Marauders want to do right there. Just that's all they need. Just keep that clock going, burn the clock, because if they can go down and get a touchdown here, this would give them the lead again. But on the way to do that, you really want to kill a bunch of time, and that's exactly what the Marauders are doing.
Harrison under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. This time it is going to be Meyer on the run, and he's going to get brought down. So Meyer able to get about 3 on that run, maybe about 3 or 4 on that run. Good little run. Harrison was tackled on the handoff. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 on the Marauder 43. 9 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. So, like you mentioned, Nick, no punts for the side of the Marauders, which is a good plus. But on the opposite side, they haven't forced any punts on the side of Prescott. Harrison again under center. Receiver lined up far left. He's got 3 running backs in the backfield. Harrison, man in motion, that's Alvarez. He's going to flip it left side. Angelo Alvarez looking for some space. Trying to get through the defensive line. He cannot. That'll be a loss. Not a lot on that run from Angelo Alvarez.
No, and the Badgers do a great job of containing him there. Alvarez trying to use that speed and get to the outside. It's definitely a pitch option sweep to the left side of the field, which is the open side. And, boy, the Badgers do a good job of containing, and we'll see what that flag is that came in at the end of that play.
So hopefully it will go on the side of the Marauders, but we'll see what happens as even Mingus is starting to back up. So it will be a hold on the Marauders. And that, again, we talked about it, Nick, getting down the field and then almost shooting yourself in the foot with penalties.
Yeah, and we talked about it on, I think it was like the second possession.
Yeah.
Is penalties could play a huge factor.
Yes.
You don't want to call it, but right now it's been a really close game so far, so you really want to avoid them if you can.
9 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third. 2nd and 17 on the Marauder 32. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass, looking for something downfield. Pressure coming. Harrison's going to make a quick pass, and it is intercepted. Picked off around the 42-yard line. Badger ball.
Yeah, boy, and I'm not sure. I think that defender might have got lost in all those blue jerseys. You see, Harrison had a bit of time. He wasn't getting pressured or anything. But, yeah, throwing to that left side where all those Badgers are on the sidelines, that's tough with all those blue jerseys. And, boy, the momentum carries on for Prescott.
Braden Nelson on the interception. So now it'll be Badger ball on the Marauder 42. 1st and 10. 9 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. It'll be Snyder again in the shotgun formation. Snyder awaiting the snap. He'll take it. He'll flip it. It's again to Briseño. Nathan Briseño on the left side. He's got some blockers ahead. He'll get past the 30. Briseño looking to go into the end zone. Dirkolek trying to bring him down. He'll tiptoe into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Badgers.
Looks like they're going to call him.
Yeah, they may call him. He stepped out. Now, I will say, it didn't look like he stepped out.
No, it didn't. It looked like a good tiptoe, but they don't send anything to a review here in high school
No, they do
football,
not. Although we'll take a look at the replay here. You can see Briseño, a lot of blockers up front, and it's very close. Him tiptoeing along the sideline, but unable to get into the end zone. We get a better look here. As you can see, Briseño, maybe he did step out. You kind of see it at the tail end of that run, that back right foot poking the end zone. We do have a penalty on the side of Prescott, so that is going to bring them back. So Briseño's run almost negated.
Well, hats off to the linesman on that one. That's a great vision.
It's going to be a blindside tackle on the side of Prescott. So it'll be a penalty. And we'll bring the ball now to the Marauder 39-yard line. Or, excuse me, the 34-yard line. 2nd and 2, 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be Leopold in the shotgun formation. Leopold awaiting the snap. Takes it. Leopold, direct snap, right side. He's got some room to run. Alvarez trying to bring him down. Alvarez unable to bring him down. It will be a first down for Prescott, and they get the ball around to the 25-yard line. So a good little run there from Leopold. Does get the first down for the Badgers and puts them into scoring territory.
Yeah, that's a nice chunk run by Leopold, and unfortunately we've seen that many times tonight already so far by the Badgers. That's a good job of getting to the outside by Leopold, and yeah, I mean, Philip, Marauders really got to dig deep here because you don't want Prescott to start scoring when you're not scoring and running away with this one.
No, you do not. Want to keep this a one-possession game as it is right now. Leopold awaiting that snap in that Wildcat formation. Leopold still waiting for the snap. He'll take it. Left side run. He's got some blockers ahead. He trips, and he'll fall down right back at the line of scrimmage. So an unnecessary accidental trip from Leopold does bring him down, and it will bring up second down and 8 on the 20.
And that's okay. He'll take any way to get that running back down. Shoelace tackle, maybe a couple rubber pallets, and the turf got him there, but we'll take anything here. Marauders second, and they got some room to play with here.
Leopold will line up again, awaiting the snap. He'll take it. Leopold, direct snap, right side. He's got some room to run again. Marauders trying to bring him down. They will. It will not be enough for the first down, but very, very close on that 6-yard run from Leopold, and it will bring up third down.
And, boy, here's the Badgers taking their time and running out that clock. On their way to score the touchdown is exactly what the Marauders' game plan was that previous drive, and the Badgers are executing well.
This time it'll be Nathan Wright in that Wildcat formation, man in motion. Wright awaiting the snap, 3rd and 1 on the Badger 13. Takes the snap. Wright goes right up the middle, and he is unable to stretch it over the line. He'll get stopped right at the goal line. A good open field tackle from Jonathan Sanchez. Ball is on now, the Marauder 1. 1st and goal. And a good run from Nathan Wright on that direct snap right up the middle, and Jonathan Sanchez able to just drag Nathan Wright down before he gets into the end zone. But here we are, Nick. The Badgers knocking at the door again for another score.
Yeah, and that offense has just got to be ready to get going the other way here.
Leopold awaiting the snap, man in motion. Leopold waiting for that Wildcat formation. He'll take the snap, go right up the middle, and we'll get into the end zone, and Prescott will extend their lead.
And you're going to get a little extracurricular there. The refs didn't call it, but I'm sure they're having a conversation with both of them. But you'll see the end of that one. And, yeah, that's an easy 1-yard scamper there.
So into the end zone goes the Prescott Badgers again, and they extend their lead here as the Marauders now down 10, 33-23 with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left here. We will see Rylan Waples for the extra point. Ball is snapped, kick is up, and it is good. 23-34. 6 minutes, 47 left here in the third. Marauders need to get into the end zone before we head into the fourth quarter. They got some time on the clock. Let's see if they can get another touchdown on the board. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
34-23 here in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Marauders leading at half, now down by 11. Philip Katafma alongside Nick Kitsinko. Waples will send the ball down the field. Alvarez will return it around the 20, looking to give the Marauders good field position. He'll get past the 30. Now looking to get past the 40. He will, and he'll get stopped around the 46-yard line. Good return from Angelo Alvarez.
Yeah, great return. That's an understatement. Angelo Alvarez doesn't look like he has much room on the sidelines. But does a great job of just deceivingly getting to about the 45-yard line.
6 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, 23-34 our score. Marauders will start the ball on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mingus as they look to get into the end zone and cut this deficit as we head into almost the fourth quarter. We still got about 6 minutes left. Harrison under center. Ball spotted on the Marauder 46. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer trying to go up the middle, and he is slowed down and stopped by the Prescott Badgers at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, not before they give Drew, looks like maybe 3 or 4 yards on that. So that's going back to the bread and butter, and it's still working for the Marauders. But you're on offense right now. You really got to be focused because Prescott's got 20 unanswered points. Boy, momentum has really swung the Badgers' way. So you just got to maintain your focus and get into that end zone. Give your defense a little confidence.
You can see right there on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 34-23. Harrison under center. Man in motion, that's Alvarez. They're going to hand it off left side. Alvarez cuts inside. He'll get brought down. Maybe a yard gain on that run. Not enough for the first down. It will bring up 3rd down. Do want to thank a few of our sponsors here. Again, Larry Green Chevrolet for sponsoring our scoreboard. Taylor Waste, Yavapai College, and Susie Q Market for sponsoring the 2020 Marauder season. Marauders make it across field here. 3rd and 5 on the Badgers 49. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third. Harrison under center looking to get the Marauders into the end zone. Cut this deficit down. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Alvarez. Alvarez trying to cut through. He'll get the first down. Jonathan Sanchez, ball is loose, but I think he was down regardless. Doesn't matter. Freddie Jimenez was able to pick it up. So it was a handoff to Jonathan Sanchez. Excuse me, I kept saying Alvarez, but it was Jonathan Sanchez on the 6 or 8 yard run, and it'll bring up 1st down.
Yeah, and that run will still count for Sanchez, even though it looked like it came right. That ball came out at the very end. I think that was right on the strip.
Yeah.
It's a great play by that Badger defender there. Just a little bit too late as he was already down.
I want to thank a few more sponsors here. Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Paquito Loco, Rice Accounting, and Jackson Hewitt, and as well as All Price Insurance. Harrison under center. 2 receivers on the left, 2 receivers on the left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Harrison looking for that quick pass. Rolling out of pressure. He's going to have to take it himself. Harrison will get out of bounds, and a gain of about 2 on that run.
Yeah, and that's a smart play by Harrison there. Don't force anything. He tried to force something earlier. That was not a good outcome, so that's a very smart play by the young quarterback. Just take it upfield, and he ended up getting a couple yards on that.
I want to thank All Price Insurance, Tiffany Construction, Roxu Screen Printing, and Verde Valley Orthodontics, and as well as Reese's Tire and Automotive, as well as Graham's Integrity Auto Sales for sponsoring our all-decade team. Ball spotted on the Badger 37. Harrison's going to drop back to pass on 2nd down. He's got a lot of time to throw. He's going to look for something over the middle, and Perkins, the intended receiver, there is the flag. It is going to be a pass interference call, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Hands down, big pass interference play, and you're going to see the replay here. It wasn't needed. It wasn't needed. Harrison airmails that one, and Prescott actually has a couple defenders looking to pick it off, and boy, I'm not sure which Badger defender that was, but just straight up tackled him. And yeah, that's definitely pass interference.
Yeah, the pass intended for Hunter Perkins on the left side, the far side near the Badger sideline. And it should be a pass interference call, so that'll bring the Marauders definitely in a much better position to get into the end zone here and cut into this deficit. We've got 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. The ball will move, and we'll get the final spot. It will be on the 23-yard line, the Badger 23. 2nd and 7 for the Marauders after that pass interference call. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left here. Sideline warning on the side of Prescott as well. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. On a very chilly night here in Prescott, Arizona. Harrison under center. Waiting to take the snap. He does. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer up the middle, looking to barrel his way for a few extra yards. Small run for Drew Meyer, but very effective again on the ground.
Yeah, as always. That's a good job by this Marauders offense. And boy, they're starting to lick their lips now. They're getting close to, they're in the red zone now. They're just within that 20-yard line, and it's crunch time. Marauders really got to punch it in.
The game plan here has got to be run the clock down as much as you can here in the third quarter and get into the end zone, and then get a turnover and try to get back your lead. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Jonathan Sanchez on the right side, cuts back inside. Sanchez able to break a few tackles and get the first down for the Marauders. A big run from Jonathan Sanchez, and Mingus knocking at the door.
Yeah, that's a great complimentary run by Sanchez. You can see how shifty he is.
Hunter Perkins down on the field.
Yeah, Hunter looks like he's in quite a bit of pain there. Hopefully he's okay. But trainer's getting out there to him.
You know, you got to think these hits are always tough, especially since it's cold.
And it's a hard-hitting game.
And
This is a hard-hitting game.
So Perkins still down on the field as he gets assessed by the Mingus and Prescott medical staff. The ball is spotted on the Marauder 11. 1st and 10 for Mingus. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left here. We are at 23-34. Mingus looking to get into the end zone. We take a look at some of the other matchups tonight. Flagstaff taking on Coconino. We mentioned the playoff implications here. Cactus at Bradshaw Mountain. Lee Williams at Mojave. In our region standings as of today, Coconino looks like they will walk away with a region championship, 6-0 on the season, looking to stay undefeated. Flagstaff 4-2. Then we've got a three-way tie. Bradshaw Mountain, Lee Williams, and Prescott at 3-3. Mingus Union at 1-5, and Mojave currently at 0-6. And Perkins still getting talked to by the medical staff.
Yeah, he looks like he's clinching on to a hand there. So
he's starting to make his way back up to the field.
Easy. There he goes.
And Perkins able to get himself back up to the field. And maybe his leg possibly, we're not going to speculate at all, but Perkins able to get off the field. He is carried off by the medical staff. We've got 4 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the third quarter, and hopefully Hunter Perkins is okay. A junior this year, looking to make an impact for the roster next season. We saw Hunter making a lot of solid plays defensively. He's been on the offensive side as well. We're very excited about the future for Hunter Perkins, and hopefully whatever is wrong with him is a speedy recovery. As the Marauders again on the Badgers 11, 1st and 10. Harrison under center, 2 receivers to the left, man in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. It's Drew Meyer. Meyer trying to fight his way through a few defenders. He'll get brought down. Maybe about a 2-yard gain on that run. Progress for the Marauders as they get into the goal line territory.
Yeah, and they can still get the first down without getting into the end zone. However, the ball would be on the inch line.
Harrison again takes the snap, hands it off right side. Jonathan Sanchez, he's brought down again. Not a whole lot on that run from Sanchez. Should push the Marauders just a little bit closer. It will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 on the Prescott 4.
And that was Leopold on the tackle. The running backs in there, man. They're tough to block. They're doing it both sides of the ball for the Badgers.
3 minutes and 15 left here in the third quarter. 3rd and 3 on the Badger 4. Harrison under center. Man in the backfield, that's Meyer. Sanchez along with him. He's going to hand it off. Meyer looking for something on the left side. He is going to get stopped just short.
Yeah, it looks like about 2 yards short of the goal line.
So it'll be about 4th and 2. Marauders again right there at the goal line. And they got to capitalize here, Nick. They are running out of time to get into the end zone. And with how efficient the Badgers' offense has been, you got to get in now.
Yeah, it's not field goal time right now, that's for sure.
No.
You got to go for this touchdown. And, boy, with only 2 yards to go here, Prescott stops us here, man. This is a great momentum boost for the Badgers. And on the flip side, Marauders can punch this in. This would be something.
4th and 2 on the 3-yard line. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Drew Meyer into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders.
Yeah, a great run by Drew. Drew was not going to get taken down. He had his head down, shoulders down that whole run. Wait until he saw that blue turf. That's a great job.
Drew Meyer on the handoff from Zach Harrison, getting into the end zone to cut into this deficit. Marauders going for the extra point, or the 2-point conversion smartly, to try to cut this deficit to 3. 29-34 our score. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go here as a helicopter flies above us. Very low, weirdly kind of low, but anyway. Harris is going to take the snap, try to get into the end zone. We'll see if he's stretched in. They're saying no. And we got a call from the line judge, and they're saying no. It's close.
A couple Marauders called it good.
I thought it was too.
Linesman just short.
All right, well, it's just short. 29-34, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here. Marauders will look for a defensive stop and try to get on the board. Momentum looking to swing the other way for Mingus. When we come back, more football here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
2 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter, 34-29. Marauders able to get into the end zone off the rushing touchdown from Drew Meyer. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, Marauders need a stop and a score.
Yeah, and we'll see this onside fake kick that they do here if they go for it.
Alvarez will send it downfield, looking to get it into the back of the end zone. It will be returned around the 10-yard line. That is again going to be Briseño. Briseño cutting back, looking to get stopped around the 30, and he will. Marauders doing a good job of slowing down that return team from the Prescott Badgers. A good return from number 12 for Prescott. That is Braden Nelson, excuse me.
Yeah, Nelson's the one with a lot of speed, too. So that's a great job by the containment team, the Marauders. Everybody staying in their lane, not giving Nelson anywhere to go.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors here, Larry Green Chevrolet for sponsoring our scoreboard, Taylor Waste, Yavapai College, Suzy Q Market, and Paquito Loco. Along with Rice Accounting, Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, Jones Ford, Verde Valley, All Price Insurance, Tiffany Construction, Roxu Screen Printing, and Verde Valley Orthodontics. It's going to be the shotgun formation for Nathan Wright. He's waiting to take the snap. He will. Wright is going to keep it himself. On the right side, Marauders looking for a stop, and they will. There is a flag down on the field. Wright is brought down. It is enough for the first down, but there is a flag down. We'll see who it's on.
It did not look like Wright was going to get 10 yards on it. It almost looked like Wright was going to go down at about 2 yards and somehow got 10.
So we'll see who that was on, and they're going to. It looks like they might back the feet. Excuse me. It looks like it might be on the Badgers, and yes, it is. It is going to be holding on Prescott, so a little bit of a bullet dodge for the Marauders, as that's going to back the Badgers up around their 21-yard line, their own 21. Now it's 1st and 18, and Nick, this is where Mingus has to capitalize.
Oh, most definitely. Both those running backs for the Badgers, Wright and Leopold, just over 100 yards. That's scary. You got to stop their momentum right now.
Yeah, and here we go. 1st and 18 on the 21. 1 minute and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. 29-34 our score. Again, it's going to be Nathan Wright, or excuse me, that's going to be the quarterback. That's number 10. That's going to be Snyder. Wyatt Snyder takes the snap. He's going to flip it. It's going to be to another running back here, and he is brought down at the line. So a flip, a little bit of a toss to the running back on the handoff here. As Snyder, you get a man in motion. Snyder flips it to his running back. That is number 9. That is Nathan Briseño. And Briseño only able to get a few yards on that run, about 4. So 2nd and 14. Now the ball's on the Prescott 25. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was the Marauders' defense that have already seen that play before. They said, not this time. And Briseño showed his speed on the outside, and that was that same little pitch play that they do to try to get him out. Marauders do a good job of containing.
Nathan Wright looking for the snap. He'll take it. Direct snap. Looking for the left side. Marauders trying to bring him down. Wright will go past the 40, get the first down, and he'll get brought down at the 45-yard line. Another big run from Nathan Wright. First down, Prescott.
Yep, and the Badgers are on the move, and that is just kind of putting the dagger to the Marauders' defense here. Got to come up with some sort of a big stop to give your offense momentum. And here we go. Let's go right back on that other train of thought, because it's only a one-possession game now. If they can score and hold them to no extra point or no 2 points, it could still be a 2-possession game. So you got to have that clear mindset.
Leopold awaiting the snap in that Wildcat formation. 1st and 10 on the Prescott 45. It's going to be handoff again. That is going to be Leopold again, and he will get stopped just shy of the first down. Or excuse me, they'll give it to him 1st and 10. And the ball is still moving forward now. It's on the Marauder 45.
Yeah, and all the rushing is basically going to take us right into the fourth quarter. The Badgers do a good job of killing off the rest of the third.
The Marauders will have 12 minutes to go as we enter the fourth. Down 34-29. Can they get the stop? Or will the Badgers walk away with a victory? Ball be on the Marauder 45, 1st and 10 for Prescott when we come back. Fourth quarter right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
A direct snap to Leopold results in another first down for Prescott as that play was ran off as we were in our commercial break. 11 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Marauders only down 34-29. Ball on the Marauder 33. Again, this time it's going to be Wright in the shotgun formation awaiting the snap. Mingus still waiting for the snap to go off, and even Wright is still patiently waiting in that Wildcat formation. Ball is snapped. Wright is going to take it right up the middle to the left side. Wright cuts back inside. Marauders got to slow him down. They will. He'll get brought down at the 20-yard line. And another big run and another first down for the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, boy, and that's 3 runs and 3 first downs for the Badgers. That's, boy, just deadly if you're a Marauder right now. And, yeah, you got to come up with some sort of a forced turnover here. Huge stop.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 on the Marauder 20. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Leopold in the shotgun formation takes the snap, almost loses it. He's able to hang on to it. Leopold going up the middle, able to fight for a few extra yards, fighting his way for the first down, and we'll see if he stopped just short. I think he was. So an 8-yard run from Cody Leopold, unable to get the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 on the Marauder 11.
Yeah, and like you called, Philip, that was actually a great job by Leopold not to let that snap was really low. That almost ran right back on the ground, and the Marauders could have had a chance at that one, but Leopold does a good job of bringing that in and getting upfield. 10
minutes and 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 34-29. It's going to be Wright again in the shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap, that direct snap. Marauders able to bring him down. Angelo Alvarez coming out of nowhere for the stop, right back at the line.
Yeah, great job. A little bit of pressure there. It looks like, oh boy, I don't even think they're going to give him the first down on that.
No, I think they're going to be just short.
One.
So now to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, like you called, Philip. Great job by Alvarez to get around the outside. I like the pressure the Marauders bring. Now is the time to bring the pressure.
Well, there it is. There is the first down. They will give him the momentum. So 1st and 10 here for the Prescott Badgers. Leopold awaiting the snap. In that Wildcat formation, they've been running it all night. Leopold loses the snap, ball's loose. Marauders able to bring him down, unable to get the ball back, but Angelo Alvarez dropping the hammer, able to get the stop, and a big loss.
Man, that's almost as good as momentum as a forced turnover. That's a great job by Alvarez. Alvarez almost grabbed that ball. That's how fast he was back there tackling Leopold.
Big stop for the Marauders. It'll bring the ball back to the Marauder 21. So what was 1st and 10 is an 11-yard loss. 2nd and goal still for the Prescott Badgers.
Way back beyond the 20 here. That's what you want to see if you're the Marauders.
This is where Mingus needs to get a big stop. It'll be Wyatt Snyder awaiting the snap. He'll take it. He'll drop back to pass. Marauders trying to bring him down. It is, let's see if Wright was able to hang on to it. I think it bounced. They're going to say he caught it. It'll bring up 3rd down. I'm kind of with the Marauders there. I'm not really sure if Wright was able to hang on to that, but a great catch nonetheless from Nathan Wright. And the Marauders are saying that it bounced on the ground, but it did not as we take a look at it here on the replay. Snyder able to get that quick pass to the right side to Nathan Wright. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I don't know. That was a close one. But anyway, it's 3rd and goal.
There's only a couple of yards anyway.
Yeah, ball on the 21. Snyder now in a deep shotgun. Snyder in the backfield. Marauders looking for a stop here. They're going to hand it off to Wright. Wright looking to get brought down. He will. So Wright brought down, 4th down. Mingus right here, Nick. This is the stop they need.
This was exactly what the defensive coaches were dreaming of right here. And they got a big opportunity to stop the Badgers and give their offense that ball back.
Zach Figge a little shaken up, but he is okay. 4th and goal on the Marauder 15. This is where Mingus needs to lock these Badgers up, as Figge will head to the sideline, hobbling just a little bit. So he'll make his way to the sideline. We'll get a substitution for Zach Figge.
I think Coach maybe call timeout, let Figge shake that leg out?
No timeout just yet, as both teams are still on the field. As it brings up 4th and goal on the 15. The Marauder 15, they need a huge stop here with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 34-29 our score. Mingus looking for a stop and a score. Try to burn as much time on the clock as they can. With 8 minutes to go here in the 4th, the clock will start going. 4th and goal. We're still awaiting as Snyder awaits the call from his head coach. Wyatt Snyder, the senior for the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, what Prescott's doing is going to wait until that play clock goes down to 0 and most likely call a timeout here. And we'll see Prescott take their time and think about it.
And yes, they are. They are going to take it is going to be a timeout for Prescott. So smart call from Coach Cody Collette. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the 4th. 29-34. We'll take a break. Ball spotted on the Marauder 15. 4th and goal. Mingus needs to stop. We'll be right back.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Badgers are going to line up for a field goal. Waple will send it through, and it is good. Waple's able to knock down the field goal to extend the lead, 37-29. And now the Marauders will have 7 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Going to have to score and get that 2-point conversion.
Yep.
Plenty of time left. If you're the offense, definitely not time to panic right now. You'll most likely have a couple more possessions if you can get the ball back. But yeah, right now down 8 points, you got to get that touchdown and 2-point conversion. And how about the Badgers draining a 27-yard field goal?
Yeah.
Man, we've seen a few field goals this season here, high school football. That's incredible.
Rylan Waples, a phenomenal kick to keep the Badgers ahead. 37-29 here, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here. Mingus needs a good return and then get into the end zone. And as you said, Nick, a 2-point conversion will give them the lead. The extra point will tie it up. Marauders only have 10 on the field. 7 minutes, 31 left here as they await the kickoff. Waples will send it downfield. It's going to be a shorter kick. Meyer will return it around the 15. Meyer going past the 30. Meyer trying to fight his way, and he is brought down. Good open field tackle from Cody Leopold to bring Drew Meyer down around the 30. And Nick, Mingus right here. Burn as much time off the clock as you can and get into the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know that you focus on burning that clock. You just, as an offensive unit, you got to go out there like you did on the last possession, focus on your roles, and just get the job done here. Move upfield and get yourself a touchdown, tie this game up.
7 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Ball on the Marauder 32. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield. Harrison's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. Jonathan Sanchez on the right side. Cuts back inside. Breaks a couple more tackles. Gets about 7 on that run. Good run from Jonathan Sanchez.
Yep, that's exactly what the Marauders are going to be doing on this drive. And, boy, going from Drew Meyer to Sanchez is quite the duo. We've been calling that all night. And Sanchez does a nice job of getting the Marauders a few yards.
2nd and 6 now on the Marauder 36. 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. Harrison again under center. Meyer in the backfield. Sanchez lined up right next to him. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be Drew Meyer again up the middle. Meyer trying to fight his way for a few extra yards. We'll see if they give it to him. He is just short, about 2 yards short of the first down. So a 4-yard run from Drew Meyer will bring up third down.
Yeah, and that's okay. You just set yourself up for a short third down play. That's fine. You got your bread and butter that you can go to. You could pull Harrison out and just kind of do a quarterback run with Harrison. You got a lot of options when it's third and short, and that's fine for the Marauders. They've seen this quite a few times tonight.
So now to bring up third down and 3 on the Marauder 39. Marauders hustle to the line. Jimenez lined up on the far right. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer to the right side. Meyer gets the first down, and we'll see if they give it to him momentum-wise, or he may cut it.
They may give it to him.
I think they're going to stop him just shy.
Yeah, good job by the Badgers, able to swing Drew Meyer backwards and stop any sort of forward momentum, because it looked like he was going to get there, but boy, here we are, Philip. 4th down and about a yard.
4th and 1 on the 41. We've got 5 minutes to go here in the 4th. 37-29. Marauders need to get the first down. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield alongside with Sanchez. 4th and 1. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Meyer's got the first down, and a little more. Meyer able to get past midfield. First down, Mingus.
Yeah, great job by Drew Meyer, and there's that little deceiving play. Looks like maybe Harrison's going to go to the outside with it. Nope, you're wrong. Drew Meyer's going to get that ball, go right up the middle, and get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Ball now on the Prescott 48. A big run from Drew Meyer to get them across midfield and into Badger territory. 1st and 10 for Mingus. Again, ball on the 48-yard line. Harrison under center, waiting to take the snap. 5 minutes to go here. Hands it off. Alvarez bounces off a defender. Alvarez will still keep going. Alvarez to the right side. He is brought down to the 30. First down, Angelo Alvarez, 18-yard gain.
And Alvarez hasn't carried it too many times tonight. That's only his 3rd carry, but that's a dang good job of getting upfield and making those blue jerseys miss.
Angelo Alvarez doing a phenomenal job tonight. Defensively, offensively, he had that amazing catch early on, and Alvarez making his case for the Verde Lee Market Player of the Game. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield, Sanchez along with him. He's going to take the snap, they're going to hand it off. Sanchez cuts back inside. Sanchez to the left side, breaks a few more tackles. Still fighting, still churning, he's brought down. 4-yard gain on that run, maybe about 5.
That's a great job by Sanchez to fight for some more yards.
So now it'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Marauders on the Prescott 24. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left here. Again, the Marauders need a touchdown and an extra point to tie it, and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion will give them the lead. 8 points will tie it up. Clearly, I don't know math. But anyway, 37-29, 2nd and 4 here on the 24. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be up the gut to Meyer. Meyer will get the first down.
Yeah, great job, Drew. And you already know who's dragging Drew Meyer down, and that's Leopold out there, running back on running back.
So correction. Thank you to my producer, Ryan Nichols, who is much more of a mathematician than I am. 8 points will tie this thing up, 37-29. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here. 1st and 10, ball spotted on the Badgers 17.
I kind of like your math.
No, I know.
With the extra point.
I know, it's not good that I did that. I'm sorry. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 on the 17, and that is going to be a big penalty on the side of the Badgers. Looks like one of the defensive linemen pushed the center.
And that's going to be, I think they're just going to be encroachment on that. I don't know that they're going to give a personal foul or anything.
Okay. All right.
But nonetheless, that's going to help the Marauders big time. Yep, and that's it. They're just going to give them encroachment.
Yep.
That'll give the Marauders 5 more yards closer to that end zone.
So now the ball on the Badger 12. 1st and 5 for the Marauders. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Drew Meyer fighting his way for that first down and a little bit more. Meyer finally brought down, but he gets the first.
Yeah, that's perfect for the Marauders. You got 3 minutes left to go here. You're about to get that
we got a
first down.
few players hurt here.
There's a big pile.
A few players a little slow to get up on both sides of the field. And that one is never fun to see those pylons. Thankfully, a couple of the guys, except one, able to stand back up, and It looks like maybe Braden Nelson at the bottom of that pylon. Here comes the staff, and Nelson is in significant pain. We really hope that he is okay. It will bring up third down.
I don't know that they moved the sticks just yet, Philip. I think they're kind of on pause with having this Badger down on the field.
It looked like it was enough for the first down.
Yeah, it did.
But, you know, we're at a little bit of a weird angle here in the stands. But more importantly, hopefully Braden Nelson is okay.
Yeah, the ref just signaled it was a first down. So
yeah,
he just signals a first down, but they didn't move the chains or anything yet because, we do have a Badger down.
Nelson has been solid for Prescott so far tonight as a return man, and defensively he's been great. He had that interception early on, so hopefully he'll get back up. He is in his final year here at Prescott. It is senior night here for the Prescott Badgers, so we want to extend a congratulations to all of the seniors for all of the fall season, all the sports here at Prescott High School. I know I got a chance to talk with the badminton team on the program off the bench, and of course Missy Townsend early on a few months ago, and you know, it got some great facilities here at Prescott, and it doesn't matter. We say it all the time. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing. You never want to see somebody hurt, and thankfully, Braden Nelson is back up on his feet. He is walking off on his own power, so hopefully he will be back. We know that Prescott did schedule that 8th game, so they'll get one more game next week against Vista Grande. They'll be on the road, but here at home, they're looking to stop the Marauders. It is 1st and goal on the Badger 7. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left here. 29-37. Again, Marauders need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie things up. So here we go. So first down, Marauders, 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Drew Meyer trying to get up the middle. He will get stopped right back at the line. Good defensive stop for the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, definitely clogged up in the middle there. Drew takes the handoff and then kind of gets right back to where they were and then thrown backwards.
Yeah. So now we've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. So maybe a gain of 1, maybe more like right back at the line. So 2nd and goal now. Clock is still going down now to 2:40 here in the 4th. Harrison under center, Meyer in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Right side, Jonathan Sanchez cutting back inside. Gain of about 2, stopped right at the line.
Yeah, and Harrison comes right over the sidelines to Coach Provenzano. He says, all right, Coach, what do we do now? Let's get in this end
I'd love
zone.
to see a passing play right here from Mingus. I'd love to see a play-action rollout, and Harrison hit somebody in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. 3rd and goal for the Marauders on the Badgers 5. 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Harrison under center. Meyer and Sanchez in the backfield. Marauders need a score and a 2-point conversion. Harrison, he's going to take it himself. Rolls out left. Breaks the tackle. Zach Harrison into the end zone. There is a flag down, but touchdown Mingus. They might call holding.
Yeah, and it's looking like holding. That back judge is waving his hands off. Yeah, what a great effort by Harrison. And, boy, you called it, Phil. There's that play action rollout.
Well, it wasn't a pass. It was that rollout for the touchdown. But, man, if that is a holding call on the Marauders, that is going to hurt them. We'll see who it is on. I believe it is going to be on Mingus. So, again, we talked about, Nick, the penalties, man. They're tough.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you're seeing it right now. That's really going to hurt the Marauders. And you go from a scoring play all the way back to about the 15-yard line now.
Marauders not done, though. We will do 3rd down again. Ball now on the Badger 13. 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Marauders need a score. Harrison under center. Sanchez and Meyer in the backfield. 1 minute, 56 to go. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be Angelo Alvarez. Alvarez had to cut back, and he is stopped. Maybe gets a gain of about 2 on that run. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and trying that sneaky sweep play with Alvarez. I like the idea. He's got all that speed, but Badgers do a great job. Those defensive ends and linebackers, you saw it on your replay. For those of you listening, those linebackers and defensive ends for Prescott does a great job of just kind of keeping to the outside, not letting anything get behind them and out to the sidelines, and they keep Alvarez in check.
4th and goal on the Prescott 9. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. He's going to roll out to pass. Harrison back in the end zone. It's caught. Zach Harrison completes the touchdown, and the Marauders are down 2.
What an amazing pass by Harrison. You can see it on your replay. Harrison does a phenomenal job. He's got several options open. He's got several options.
I said it, the play action. They didn't do it the play I said they did it, but they did it this time.
That's
and Harrison,
okay. You were on the right play
back
calling
in the
track.
end zone, able to get the score. And now the Marauders a 2-point conversion away from tying things up here in the 4th. Verde Lee Market Deli and Grill isn't just a locals favorite. It has received 191 excellent on TripAdvisor. They make the best burgers, Italian subs, and mouth-watering Philly cheesesteaks. Dine in or call ahead. I went there. It's fantastic. Harrison under center, waiting for the snap. And Harrison will call a timeout, so that'll give me a chance to finish this. Dine in, call ahead for pickup. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 9. In addition to fast and fantastic food, the market side also sells various groceries. I want to thank Verde Lee Market Deli and Grill for sponsoring our player of the game. As I mentioned earlier today, I did go to Verde Lee, picked up some chicken tenders, and Nick, they were fantastic.
That's what I love, good chicken tenders.
They were so good. It was probably one of the best pregame meals I've had in a long time.
And that would heat us up right about now.
It really would. I'd love it. Their fries are pretty good too. Love Verde Lee. It's just only been able to go there a handful of times. I'm not much of a dine-out guy. I don't really eat out a lot, but I went there today, and I'm really glad I did because the chicken tenders were really good.
Yeah, it's good to know you got a place during all this chaos going on.
Yes,
too.
I do. I got a few places, actually, but Verde Lee is becoming one of my new favorites. And, again, we want to thank them for sponsoring our player of the game. We'll see who will get it at the end of this broadcast. But, again, go check out some of those delicious food options over at Verde Lee as the Marauders are looking to get into the end zone and tie things up here and possibly send us to overtime. We've got a minute to go. Marauders looking for the 2-point conversion, 35-37. Harrison under center, takes the snap. Meyer into the end zone, and he is stopped. What a stop by the Badgers.
Yeah, huge stop, and boy, Drew Meyer just couldn't punch it in.
Nope.
Only gets 1 or 2 yards, and you needed 3.
Yeah. That's got to be tough. As Meyer, you can see there, about 2 yards short from tying things up. 35-37. 1:09 to go. And barring Nick.
Yep, and that's just a tough one. I mean, you see Harrison on the sidelines, frustrated, and that's okay. You can be. That's a very, very, very good game so far.
Yeah.
You know the Marauders are going for this onside kick. They don't have a choice with just 1:09 left, down by 2.
And again, you could have a botched snap, you can have a fumble, and it could put Mingus back in this. Again, 37-35. The Marauders will look to send it down the field. We got a minute left here in the 4th quarter. Marauders will more than likely try to go for the onside kick to try to get the victory. We saw it work against the crosstown rivals, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. We'll see if Angelo Alvarez can do it again here.
And you bet the Badgers have everybody stacked up front. They know it's coming. The Marauders know it's coming. Let's see if Alvarez can get a beautiful kick going here.
So the Marauders need it. They need the ball back. Alvarez will send it down, and he will squib it around the 20, and it will be returned. Marauders looking for the ball back. Prescott just looking to get out of bounds, and they will. The ball will be returned around the 35-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Prescott.
Yeah, and we go with the squib kick, which is a little bit interesting in that, I think maybe the Marauders were looking for that open field. Sometimes if you can squib it to the open field, you can go get it. But, boy, that's looking like the Badgers are going to be able to just knee this one to victory.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to wonder, I mean,
like I said, sometimes, Philip, you can find that open piece of grass.
Yeah.
Because you noticed all the Badgers lined up at the top, ready for the onside kick. But unfortunately, the bounce just doesn't go Mingus's way.
So with that said, it will be Badger ball at the 35-yard line. And the assumption is they may run it once and then kneel it for the rest of the game. So as we mentioned, the Badgers will be back in action next week as they travel to Vista Grande. So best of luck to Prescott in that game next week. Wright will take the snap, and he will run it himself. Wright will get brought down around the 40, and it'll bring up second down as the clock continues to wind down. Got about 50 seconds left here. Provenzano's going to take a timeout, and we've got 55 seconds left here. And again, Nick, barring a fumble or a botched snap, Prescott should be able to walk away with a victory. A very close win for the Prescott Badgers for now, with 2nd and 5 on their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, most certainly. And, well, you know, I know we used that timeout on that 2-point conversion, but boy, would it come in handy now.
Yeah.
Because I think if we have one left, it'll definitely be used at the end of this play. That's only depending on if Prescott can be held. We cannot let them get the first down here.
No, yeah.
But no, nonetheless, a barn burner of a game, huh, Philip?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
A lot of offense we've seen, both sides.
Very much so. 2nd and 5, 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line, the Badger 40. Marauders looking for what you just said, Nick, a stop, and then maybe try to get into the end zone before the end of this game. Here in the fourth quarter, the Marauders do have one more timeout, and the Badgers have 2.
Yeah, and the refs put another 3 seconds on the clock, so we went from 55 seconds to 58.
And again, that'll be Wright in the backfield. Wright waiting for that direct snap. He'll take it, and he is brought down behind the line. Maybe, actually, I take that back. Maybe he got a gain of about 2. Wright able to force his way for a few extra yards, and Provenzano calls a timeout, and he's going to ask for a few extra seconds put back on the clock.
Yeah, and boy, with just 48 seconds to go, yeah, you imagine they might put a couple more seconds back on there, but huge third down. I mean, huge third down. You'd imagine you'd see some sort of a blitz here.
Yeah.
You know, mix it up.
Well, you know they're going to run. They're not going to pass. There's no need to try something over the middle or try something down the sideline. Prescott's just trying to play keep away at this point.
Yeah, this is where, I mean, you're probably going to have some stunts going on, which means your defensive linemen are going to go behind you. They're going to cross each other and try to mix up the offense. And, yeah, you just got to do everything you can to create a huge pile in the middle and not let the Badgers get this, looks like maybe a yard and a half that they need.
So we're going to see if any time is added to the clock. Right now there is not. It's 48 seconds here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 2. Marauders need a stop. As if they don't get it, it's going to be tough. It's going to be Leopold in the backfield here. Marauders looking for a stop. 3rd and 2 on the Badger 43. Leopold takes the snap, looking to go up the middle. Marauders unable to get him stopped. Leopold's got room on the right side, and he will head all the way into the end zone for a garbage time touchdown. And the Badgers score again unintentionally, and that will do it.
You know, and that's just great play call on the Badgers side there, Philip. I mean, you knew the Marauders were going to stack the middle, just what they did to try to keep the Badgers at bay. And Leopold takes a direct snap, goes right to the outside, and there's just nobody. Nobody was out there because everybody's focused on clogging up that middle, and that's a great play call by Prescott.
43-35 with 35 seconds left here as the Badgers look to seal the deal to go up 44-35. And now, Nick, tough loss for the Marauders. We got a timeout for Prescott. We'll take a break as well. We didn't take one earlier. We'll be right back. For the rest of this game, we got 35 seconds left here in the fourth.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
We've got 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 35-43 our scores. The Badgers line up for the extra point. And Nick, if they miss it, could put Mingus in a decent position to possibly get back into the end zone.
Somehow we can get 8 points out of this.
It could, yeah, you never know.
Prescott.
Yeah, you never know. Awaiting the kick. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's blocked! Markinsley Similian able to get the block.
Yep, and boy, that's a great job by Markinsley to get in there. And I'm not quite sure of the rules, Philip, but I believe they call that dead. So if he were to pick that up and run with it.
I know in the NFL you can pick it up and you can.
They'll get you the 2 points, right? And not in high school football. They'll blow it dead. So Markinsley obviously already aware of that, just blocks that, comes to the sidelines. But yeah, 35 seconds left. And boy, the Marauders need 8.
They need a big, here's what they need. They need a huge return, and then they need 2.
Yep, same position as they were in the last drive. So Prescott may be scoring too soon. You know, his coaching staff over there might say, hey, next time, Leopold, just go down. Just go down. We need this one out. The Marauders have 35 seconds to make something of it.
Markinsley Similian with a huge block. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 43-35. Again, the Marauders need a big return, get into the end zone, and get 2. Whereas the Badgers, again, will just try to shut them down. Kick is up. Alvarez will return it around the 10. Alvarez past the 20 now, looking to get past the 30. He's got room on the left side. Alvarez past the 30. He's got some blocks ahead. Going past the 40. He's got to get out of bounds. And he's still fighting and will finally get brought down at the 42-yard line. And a huge return from Angelo Alvarez.
Yep, and it did chew up quite a bit of clock. So the Marauders are looking at only 23 seconds left. And, boy, they got about 65 yards of field to go.
35-43 here. As Nick said, 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball will be spotted on the Marauder 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Mingus looking for 8 points after the huge extra point block from Markinsley Similian. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield. 2 receivers on both ends. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off up the gut. Drew Meyer looking for the first down. He'll get brought down around the 50. Marauders have no timeouts. They've got 15 seconds left. They got to get up, and they got to hike the ball.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough because they got to reset. So all those run plays are going to take a lot of clock.
Marauders takes the snap. Harrison's going to go for the play. Harrison looking downfield for somebody. It is incomplete, and that is it. Prescott able to get a big victory and put themselves in better position in the 4A Grand Canyon region as they are looking to head to the playoffs. The Marauders.
Tough loss. Very, very tough loss, and you see it on your screen. And for those of you listening, a lot of Marauders with their helmet in their hands, and they're going to console each other right now. Philip does a great game. They got nothing to be ashamed of. They played outstanding. The last couple weeks, the Marauders have looked like an entirely different team. I know I'm going right to the silver lining right now because this is a tough loss, especially coming in here. Really anticipating a good game against Prescott.
And we got a good game. We got a great game.
And yeah, I mean, hats off to the Marauders and all those seniors who have just played their very last football game. What a game it was. An absolute battle.
35-43. The final game on our 2020 schedule for the Mingus Marauders. We'll talk about it as we head into the Gettles High Desert Mechanical postgame show. We'll be right back here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Beautiful smiles improve more than just your dental health. They improve your confidence and quality of life. Verde Valley Orthodontics, the office of Dr. Nick Booth, offering the highest quality of technical care while treating their patients with respect, courtesy, and compassion. One happy client stated, "I can't stop smiling." Read more amazing reviews at verdevalleyortho.com. 2 convenient locations, Cottonwood and Sedona. Call 634-2121 to schedule your free evaluation today.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Hi, my name is Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquito Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquito Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Postgame Report, brought to you by Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Philip Catafamo and Nick Yatsenko.
Well, it was a tough loss for the Mingus Marauders, ending their final season with a loss against the Prescott Badgers. Want to welcome you here into the Gettles High Desert Mechanical postgame show. Philip Catafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, it's been a tough, hard, long year for the Mingus Marauders and everybody across the entire United States with COVID-19. But thankfully, Nick, at the very end of the day, at least we can say we had a fall football season.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the sports for that matter.
Yes.
But, oh, you bet. Those seniors are down there right now. And like you just said, very, very tough to look at the silver lining in a moment like this when you just lost a really close battle with a rival across the mountain. But these seniors did a great job all season long. And man, Drew Meyer ends up over 100 yards for his last football game. That's a great job. And, boy, you can only imagine the praise that those boys are getting down there. And you can see it there. 24 carries, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's the definition of a grunt. He's a beast.
Well, we're definitely going to be missing Drew Meyer next season, but on the other side of the field, the Prescott Badgers played absolutely phenomenal tonight. When they needed stops, they got them. When they needed touchdowns, they got them. When they needed big plays, they got them. They are looking like a solid candidate here in the postseason, as we still await a few final results to see where the rest of the 4A Grand Canyon region will shape out. But the Prescott Badgers do a good job tonight, earning a victory that they very much need. As we take a look at some of their statistics, their leading rushers, Leopold and Wright, were phenomenal.
Oh, they're fantastic. And it's tough when you have weapons like that to defend. Yeah. There you go, 16 carries, 139 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Wright is not even the leading rusher. You're going to see there's Leopold, 185 yards on 17 carries, and he matched his partner Wright with 3 touchdowns. So between those guys, 6 touchdowns, that's really tough to stop.
And the Badgers are getting hot when they need to, and they got a great victory tonight, beating the Mingus Marauders, a victory they desperately needed for playoff seeding as well as the conclusion of the 4A Grand Canyon Region's standings. But with that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Marauder statistics and get you pumped for next season. Don't go anywhere. The Gettles High Desert Mechanical postgame show will be right back here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
For 30 years, Rock Zoo screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Rock Zoo your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at ROKZooTees.com. Rock Zoo screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Want to welcome you back here to the Gettles High Desert Mechanical postgame show, our final postgame show for the 2020 season. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. And Nick, tough loss for the Marauders, but they go into next season with a lot of optimism. And I'll tell you what, we're excited to see what this team will do in 2021.
Oh, most certainly. A lot of these young guys who we've seen, Zach Harrison's a junior.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting him back. He's phenomenal. And we were broadcasting him when he was a sophomore.
That's
and
right.
He was still outstanding. So a lot of weapons for the Marauders coming back. And a lot of young guys had to play all season long here. We had a small senior group, and those guys deserve so much more. They only got one win on the season, but they were so close to a couple more. Really, the scores don't tell the tales of the games.
No.
There were quite a few really close games in there. And then, the absolute beatdown against Mojave that the Marauders had. They put up a ton of points in that game, but then they played Coconino really, really well. So tons of highlights throughout the whole season. Between last week and this week, how many punts did we see?
None. We had none, yeah.
We saw a couple fourth down conversions not go our way, but that's because we're so far in the zone that it's okay, it's safe to go for it. So that's an outstanding job offensively, and that's the kind of stuff that you got to talk to these younger guys about. We got to carry that on to next season, and let's make that the goal.
Yeah, and again, we want to congratulate Lee Locknane, Colin Vachon, Elion Martinez, Markinsley Similian, Drew Meyer, Jonathan Sanchez. I feel like I'm missing one. All of our seniors. Going into wherever life takes them after this season. We know that we're going to miss Drew Meyer. Jonathan Sanchez was the one that I had forgotten, but Jonathan Sanchez is going to be a big miss. Drew Meyer for sure. As you mentioned, we'll get Zach Harrison back for his final season at Mingus Union High School, along with Angelo Alvarez, who has been absolutely amazing this season. And it's going to be a good year for the Marauders. We're starting to get somewhat of a control on this pandemic. And hopefully that means that we can get a normal offseason and then a normal 2021 year. Nick, you and I have talked about it, just where this team would be if we had an offseason, if we had those preseason workouts, if we had that scrimmage. It's unfortunate that we have to say so many ifs. But you know what? Last year the team won no games. This year they won one. They played great against Flagstaff, a very, very tough team. They played great against Coconino last week. They blew out Mojave, who I know is also in a transitional year. And right now, from the consensus that I've gotten from a lot of people around the 4A Grand Canyon region, is that the Marauders are here, and they're here to stay, and they're ready to reclaim the 4A Grand Canyon region.
Yeah, and you see the pride down there. That's a great shot. And Marauders just wrapping up the season here, and those guys, you're probably going to see some tears down there. And
it's tough.
It's a lot of hard work that those guys put in all season, and they didn't, like you just mentioned, they didn't get the off season that they usually get, and hopefully, God willing, they will get that off season coming up, and they'll be able to play those 7-on-7s in the big man competitions and get all that practice in. But for the seniors out there who just played their last football game, I'm sure they're just very, very thankful. Now's not the time to reflect on that.
No.
Very, very tough night for those guys. But, just what a glorious thing that they were able to play football this season.
Yeah, very much so.
And put together some highlight reels and try to get into colleges. And that really goes for high schools across the country. But just being a senior for the Marauders right now, it's a great job all season long. They showed a ton of improvement, made huge improvements. Like you just went over some of those scores were phenomenal. Played Coconino, who's been an absolute legacy in the last few years, and almost beat them. So Marauders have had a great year.
We leave 2020 with a sign of hope for this program moving forward under new head coach Doug Provenzano, and we look forward to continuing to broadcast Mingus Marauder games right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. We are optimistic, we are excited, and we are looking forward to the 2021 season as the lights go out on us and the season as well. I want to thank our camera operators, John Stabe, Steve Endicott, as well as Brian James for filling in, for our producer, Ryan Nichols, for everybody here at Yavapai Broadcasting and Verde Valley TV, for my color commentator and the best in the game, Nick Itzinko. I'm Philip Catafamo, wishing you a great rest of your night. Best of luck to the 4A representatives in the playoffs moving forward. Congratulations to seniors all across the state, and we will see you in 2021. Have a good night.